Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do do do. I'm feeling much better. I should be able to do session. Well, that's still up. I need to close. Yo. Let me reset that. Actually, I'm gonna go to the house and set that real quick. Yeah, I took a nap. A little napsy. Then I woke up and my right controller had some weird issues where it wasn't wanting to power on and shit. So, you know, that was cool. That's great. And stuff. Brain's not working. Brain's being funky. Blah. Ba 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 ba. Ba ba ba. Ba ba. Ba 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 ba. Ba ba ba. Ba ba ba. Ba ba. Ba ba ba. Ba 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 ba. Ba ba. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Fine. Go. Fine. Do 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 do.
Hello, Mr. Greases.
Ah, good morning, George.
Good morning.
Good morning, Greases.
Ah, John, good morning to you as well.
Mm-hmm. Do you know where? Do you know if Shin has been staying in town, or has he been just popping in and out?
Well, I don't get around much. Not that I know of. I would assume he comes and leaves.
Hmm. Not very happy to find out he killed someone in town.
Well, always a possibility if they don't have sundials.
Hmm. Even so, this is supposed to be a safe place, regardless.
True, true, if you have a sundial.
Shouldn't matter. No one in town should be able to kill someone else.
I abhor violence, so I agree, but Not the first time it has happened.
No, it's not. Fortunately. It is the first time that it's happened directly in town. Most of the time it's happened out in the...
Hey, Johnny, come see me when you're done.
Alright. Alright, well,
Well, yes.
Well, Fee, I gotta, thank you for
Look, I am not going to...
Let's just say there was a number of incidents when you're here for 200 years. And the town has been guilty of it as much as Shen has. Luring Fae in that don't have a sundial, using the town protection for their own gain, stuff like that. So, playing around the rules, I guess.
some justice that the town has. Only protections
Well-
for those that it deems for, not for anyone that it doesn't.
Quite curious. I guess the spider lady hasn't been around much, even though she has helped in some way. I mean, rather quick of Shen to pick up on that, you know?
Well, he's been in the town.
It's kind of a shame because...
Yes, but how would you know that that specific Fae doesn't have one?
He may not have known. Worst case scenario, what's going to happen? Nothing. Best case scenario, he takes out who he needs to.
True.
There's no risk to
That is a
him by
point,
trying.
yes, I'll concede that.
Plus, even if she had the sundial and didn't die, she can't retaliate and kill him. He's got the sundial.
I wonder though, does he really?
Morning, Nerda.
I do wonder that myself.
Hey, Mr. Lawrence?
I've been hearing
I
conflicting
mean,
things.
why would the town give him one, you know?
Why
Some
are
people say that
strawberries
it's a
called
fake. Some people
strawberries?
say it's real.
That's an interesting question. Strawberries are actually not berries at all. The taxonomy of a berry does not
Well,
include
you better look
any
into
sort of
that.
fruits that have seeds on the
I
outside.
will.
So for it to be called a strawberry is actually
Good,
nice,
good.
nomenclature.
Have a good day, John.
You too.
I don't think. I mean, we had black tuna, but that was because it was burnt, not because it was normally black.
Well, no, that's actually why we call it blackened tuna. They call it that because you intentionally burn the outside,
Oh,
and the heat sears the inside and cooks it.
oh, that's what that was. Then yes, I have had that.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of tuna, but blackened tuna wasn't too bad.
Fair enough.
Why
Any
would-
fish will be fine, really. On the...
Why would you burn a fish? You should cook it properly.
It's called blackened tuna. Listen, I'm not a big fan of fish, but I was at a restaurant and they had blackened tuna. I was like, I'd give it a shot, and they burned the shit out of it, but somehow it actually turned out pretty good.
If you say
Oh.
so. You have those weird food things. Hello.
Yeah.
Even I've never had that.
Yeah,
We come from
we
similar
didn't usually
universes.
cook our fish. We just kind of had it raw, so...
Well, I mean, if JoJo ever comes back, hopefully she gets better soon, then we can get some tuna and we'll give it a shot.
You might get your wish.
Oh, well, there she
Holy
is.
fish. Well, as much as I want to run up and see how she's doing. Yeah, you ain't kidding. We can finally stop eating fucking Lawrence's garbage. Holy shit. Man, that's finally some good fucking news around here.
I mean, to be fair, the girls at the bakery make good food.
True, but they're not
do.
here every day.
Yeah.
Nobody
And at
wants to
least
share what I have to
Lawrence's
make.
fruits aren't bad.
I mean, we've had some good food
It's
together.
better than
Yeah,
nothing.
we share.
In fact,
At least we can eat.
I gotta repay fee for the letter that you know about, but we'll figure out. Either I'll get you some.
How you been, John? Doing well?
Some cheesecake. Maybe we'll put some grasshoppers
I
on the
need to talk to
cheesecake.
you
How does that sound to you?
Very
Get
Oh,
discretion.
okay.
Take a beetle.
Okay.
can give it a shot.
Perhaps no one's in the church right now. Would you like to head over there?
I'll get back to you. I got some things to do, but I'll promise I'll make
Let's
it.
go to the tower. I want no risk of people hearing us.
Okay,
Just
understood.
real quick before you walk off.
Michael.
Right.
Sure.
There's that too. You know what? That's fine. Let's do that first. Yes.
Hey, John,
We'll
I
go
want
to
to
your
talk to
service
you
first.
after church.
All right, I will talk to you
Yay,
first.
thank you.
Then we will
Yes,
talk.
yes.
Biswick.
Understood.
All right.
Understood.
So, yeah, before we go to church there, not you, I got to talk to him real quick.
All right.
Just a minute over here.
Anyways, good day.
Seems though everybody has secrets and such.
I'll bring my.
I mean, yeah, it'd be kind of weird if people didn't.
Well, yes, true, but... Hello.
Welcome on in to the Church of the Dreamer, Mr. Fiswick, the illustrious researcher. Welcome on in, Pomato, fearsome warrior. Hello, Grandpa, delightful and wonderful wise sage of the town. Welcome on in, Ryder, the beautiful adventurer.
Hello, Nerda. Good to see you well.
Thank you. We're gonna have strawberry jam and toasty today. I got some bread from the bakery, and Crimson's
Ooh.
making jam with strawberries from the farm. So we'll have that.
Jeez.
Good
They
morning,
went really hard
Rebecca.
after me for that one. I don't even know why.
Wait, what?
I didn't even hear what Nerda said.
I'm about to have church for the Church of the Dreamer. You want to come in? We're gonna have strawberry jam and toast.
I don't really know what...
I think it happened to JoJo too. I think the Fae might have hit me and JoJo at the same time.
Oh yeah, I think she's currently locked in Fey Magicry right now.
Oh,
I'm sure it'll be fine.
good to see you too, Eska. Are you feeling alright? You still look a little worse for wear.
And Mr. Tobias, the watchful eye in the shadows.
Understandable.
A lot of
Alright.
shenanigans.
I'm not a lawyer.
You write up contract.
I feel like
So many
Well, I
plans.
suppose, if you need a nap, feel
bright and
free.
shining visit is always a pleasant one to have.
John, you're sitting in my seat.
It's being cooked right now.
Welcome on. Okay, welcome on in, Crimson. Your energetic and helpful
Oh, give
nature is
the
always
old man a
appreciated.
break. Yeah, I've been standing at these things for most of the time.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I'm too old to be
Hey,
standing
Ian.
for a sermon.
This is not boring.
It's fine. I ain't gonna make you get up.
Michael yet,
Try to learn entertainment.
I know where
Yeah,
Wayne
I
is,
know.
but it's probably a good idea to leave him alone.
Well, we were gonna talk about stuff
Is he-
today.
As much as I think Wayne is a
Thank you all
reckless
for
Lying
showing
on
up
the
for
ground.
the
Mush.
church service.
I should probably talk to him.
I
That's
know
it.
it's early in the day, so a lot of people are still sleeping, but I thank you all for showing up. I wanted to wait a little longer,
Yep,
but I
Faye
think
took
everybody
JoJo.
in town is here right now, other than the Miss JoJo, who's currently fighting for her life out there with the Fae. So, keep her in your thoughts so that maybe she can be with us. But today we're going to do something a little bit more special. But before we get into that thing, I did want to say I appreciate you all for trying to spread the positivities around the town. I don't know about you, but I feel like we've been doing a great job at making things seem a little bit more happy around here despite all the problems. I know you all have been working very hard to be helpful with each other. I've seen guilds that haven't normally done a lot of working together, working more together, so there's that. I appreciate that. And on top of that, I don't think things are so grim. Yeah, we've got this problem with this dragon who's shown up in our town and killed people and hurt a lot of other people. But you know what? I think we can really come together and use the power of our friendship and maybe a little bit of the magic and stuff that we've learned along the way and our skills and abilities and stuff like that to overcome this, like we always do. So just know that even if you don't believe in yourselves, Nurta believes in you, and you can believe in that, right? Yes, Miss Ryder?
So we're going to be using the magic of friendship?
Yes. Primarily, first and foremost, we need more friendships. Do you guys want the seats? You're not interrupting. It's fine. It's okay. The words will still make it to people's ears if you want to sit down.
I can stay right here.
Sorry, we're a little late.
Welcome on in, adorable Jasper. Your heart is
I'm
always
fine.
at
I
the
wanna
front
stand.
of everything you show. And hey, Zach, welcome on in. It is so wonderful to have you here with us because you bring a certain level of calm and collection to everything you're around. Hello, Keith. I don't know you too well yet, but it's always nice to see you since I met you.
It's Queef with an R.
Okay, Creef.
Yay.
I like that you are so adamant about correcting people on things. We need that.
Well, I'm a cat.
Okay. So, as for today's lesson,
Yeah, I'm fine.
I feel like there
Don't worry.
are certain individuals
sit?
in the town who go
No, I'd
through
rather
some
stand today,
pain
actually.
or some sorrow or some trouble. There might be some close to you and you might not even know it. And I know that it's very hard for people to pick up on that, especially since we all come from different places and we all don't all feel the same feelings for all the same stuff, which is why it's important to reach out and talk to people around you all the time so that you can kind of get to know them, so that you know what they're like normally, so that you know what they're like when they're feeling down and when they're feeling up. And so what I want you all to do is spend a little bit of time today trying to find somebody that's out in the town that might be feeling particularly down and try to say some nice things to them like I've been saying to you all today. And then maybe we can make them feel a little better. And when they feel a little better, they feel like they could do more. And it kind of circles back on it because then when they feel good, they can make somebody else feel good. And then that way we can build everybody up. I don't think that's much different from what I normally do, but I think it's something that if we all did together, we could really make a big change for some of the people. I wanted to say specifically, I know after yesterday, Mr. Wayne is feeling kind of down, so you might want to go up to him and give him some nice words of encouragement. I know that he is a person of very he's very momentum based. I feel like once he gets started on something, he really goes for it. But I feel like that kind of person, when they hit a wall or something, it's really hard for them to get started back up again. So I'd appreciate it if maybe that person that you all chose today might be Mr. Wayne at least once, so that we could try to make him feel a little better. But that's pretty much the lesson and the homework or the assignment, the quest. That's the quest for today, is to try to talk to people, find out if anybody's feeling down, and try to make them feel a little better so that we can get more of that positivity and then get them on their feet so they could do the same for other people. Now, there is one more thing I want us to do. After church, I've been doing a thing where we go into the basement and we commune with the dreamer. And, you know, there's been some positive and some negative there, but I feel like we could really do a lot more if more people participated in that. So while you're all here, and I know we got busy days ahead of us and lots of things to work on, things to find out, reclaiming the forest from the dragons and researching ink and, you know, delivering mail and all the things that we do, I thought we could do like a little reaching out to the dreamer right now. And so to do that, I just want you all to repeat what I'm going to say. It's going to be like a little prayer kind of thing to him. It's not like I'm not going to make you like make a covenant, or it's not like a contract or anything. We're just going to say basically some pleasant things, but I want us to all say it together so that we're all on the same foot. Does that make sense?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so repeat after me. O dreamer, hear us lucid.
O dreamer, hear us lucid.
Plucked from beyond the stars.
Plucked from beyond the stars.
And brought here to be guardians of the dream.
And brought here to be guardians of the dream.
Our hearts full of hope.
Our hearts full of hope.
And our hands clasped in friendship.
In our hands clasped in friendship.
Protect us from the nightmare.
Protect us from the nightmare.
And we will ferry unto you.
And we will ferry unto you.
Unto you.
Sweet dreams.
Sweet dreams.
Sweet dreams.
Are made of this.
Thank you. I know that was a lot of words, but I hope that as you said them, you feel a little bit of connection to it. I know we all were brought here from many places, and I don't know exactly where we are in the big grand scheme of things, but know that we are all here. We are all on the same side. We all do want to help each other and to get farther along. And in doing so, we will not only make it better for ourselves, but we make it better for the dreamer, who in turn will make it better for us. That's all I have for you today. Crimson, do we have the jam ready? Is it ready?
I just went and grabbed it. It is ready.
All right, you want to put it up here? We got strawberry jam and toast. Just get one slice of toast and then spread some strawberry jam on it. It should be really good. We just picked the strawberries, but I hope to see you all again tomorrow. And we're going to try to do another one of the longer communings with the dreamer down in the basement. It's pretty much like that. We just get together, we close our eyes, relax, and just try to feel positive things in hopes that the dreamer can reach back out to us. But thank you very much. Good luck in your adventures and the tasks you need to do today. And remember to find somebody that is feeling down today and give them some compliments so that they can feel better, okay? Let's try to do that, all right?
All right.
All right. Sounds good to me.
Hey, John, I like your eye patch.
A little bit of hot. It just got out.
And I like your feather things.
Hot jam sounds good.
Thanks.
I will start by taking one.
Okay.
Get a bread.
Well,
Okay. Yes. Get some bread.
Oh yeah, the little bit of seed gives it a crunch.
Yes,
I like
hello.
that.
I absolutely admire your hat.
Yeah.
Did you want to go ahead and talk
Very
now?
nice of you. Thank you. I must say that your
Well, not in the middle of all these people, no.
We just put the toast up with the jam.
Well, no.
Blessed be the silver loops.
That makes more
I
sense.
meant, did you want to
I
step
know.
out and
Let it
talk?
be.
I
And
know
all
short
that. Yes.
people have a hard time.
Yeah, probably.
Here, Miss Eska.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Do you want the toast and jam?
I don't
Do you want some toast and jam, John?
Nah, fuck.
You can't eat or you don't eat.
You can grab
I
some.
miss having taste buds, you know.
I am no lady.
There's plenty.
I mean, yeah, I
you can
wouldn't
have
like it
some
if I
if you
couldn't
want to
taste
just
nothing.
try
I
it.
saw your delivery things today.
Right, I mean, I don't freeze, sure, and I don't get sweaty, but I also can, enjoy toast and jam and whatnot. If I eat jam, it just gets stuck here, and it's awful. I get ants all
I
over me.
appreciate you showing up to the service.
Well, let's get
I hope you
like
resonate with
black
the
stuff
message.
You were looking for
all over your mouth, and maybe then you can taste stuff again.
I'm not sure. I thought I feel like it was too
That's actually not a bad idea.
As of late, I've
Oh, it's
made
not
a
hard
point
to
of my daily
We're
Well, let's
mostly
go
just
find
trying
Shen,
to
have him shoot you in the face.
because the thing that looks over the town
Okay,
is
yeah,
better
sure.
when it
deliver them
feels
by
better.
hand. If I
Is that-
were
are
to
you being
make them
sarcastic?
and set them on the on my desk after you make
No,
your
he's
rounds,
not.
would you be able
Okay,
to deliver
well, I'm
them?
gonna
like you
find
to
someone
say.
else to give the toast to.
Right, I see how it is. Well,
Guys, did you already get some toast and
a little
jam?
box with a note of who they need to go to. I can add that to my morning delivery.
Excellent. As long as you make sure you bring the box back. We don't have
aside
too
from
many.
the obvious injuries at the moment?
Excellent. All right, that can be done. Thank you very much, Fee. I appreciate your help.
Wait a minute, why am I even thinking of
Have you talked to Wayne today?
Hi, Ayana.
You're right.
Injuries, ailments, scrapes, bruises, cuts, etc.
Other than me being
This
able
guy's wanting
to
to
not
practice
see out of my eyes,
healing.
then no.
You should maybe see
I'm
a
looking for
healer, are
practice
you?
healing magic.
What do you mean?
Yeah. Well, yeah, if you're a healer,
I
you
haven't
should.
really noticed anything out of the ordinary, personally.
Well, I'm attempting to practice it. I don't know if I've figured it out all the way yet.
You mentioned something about a daily quest.
One way to figure it out.
This is kind of special.
And compliment them or something like that.
Yeah, but I feel like
Don't touch it. Already.
I'm trying to find someone
probably
with...
have Catherine around if he's going to practice healing on someone.
I
Just in
have not
case.
seen Catherine yet.
Most likely.
Yeah, looking extra.
She might just be up.
Yes,
I'd like to talk to him, but I don't think now's the time.
She's probably sleeping.
Or sleeping. She probably sleeping.
Let's go over there for a minute.
Right.
I mean, she's kind of got to keep records of everybody that passes through, their injuries, how they're progressing, etc.
Please go with other people.
Group.
Oh, are you taking this phone?
Alright, so what did you want to... Alright. I guess someone's...
But after, did you take the phone?
Sorry?
What? I'm admiring it for a moment. Have a good one.
So, a few days ago, we had talked about how you thought maybe you could relate to Shan with, having a past partner lost. But I also know you're pretty pissed off about, our Spider Fae getting killed in town.
I am.
That said, I would like you to talk to Shin.
I am planning on it.
Just don't do anything rash and stupid. I don't think you would, but I'm still going to say that.
Well, I'm going to try to have some sort of peace talk between Eska and Shin. We'll see after. I want to talk to Shin first before I try that. If my talk with him goes well, I'm hoping that maybe I can get the two to talk and come with some kind of peace agreement.
I'm going to be honest, I don't think that's going to happen, but I mean, I wanted to see if you could talk to him because, well, first off, it just makes sense, with you two having lost partners. It's a very important thing you could relate to together. Perhaps see if he'll reveal any pertinent information to our situation, but it kind of became even more clear to me that it might be a valid, direction of conversation, given some of the things he said during the interaction he had with Wayne yesterday. He was almost humbled by Wayne trying to attack him.
That's what I am hoping that my talk, as well as maybe trying to get the peace agreement going, might be beneficial. Get something going. Get the two sides to at least talk. I don't expect things to be fixed overnight, but you being a salesman, sometimes negotiation and business deals start with small steps at a time. Hello.
It's true.
Ah, Ted, good morning.
Do I know you?
I believe we've met before at least once.
Have we? Were you
I
wearing
thought
a
so.
full suit of armor?
Yes. I've been this way for thousands of years. Perhaps we haven't met, but at least now we have. I am Varian de la Rosa.
Oh, how you doing, Varian? I guess you already know I'm Ted.
Yes, I've heard your name several times.
Yeah, my name seems to get floated around a lot.
Yes, I believe one man called you a used car salesman.
Yeah, that's what I am.
Whatever that means.
Not quite sure either.
It's not really worth talking about these days.
Thump, thump.
Awesome. Well,
pats his shoulder. I will let you have this discussion. I need to talk to Fizwick. Get some.
All right.
Prepared for what, might I ask?
He's gonna go have a talk with a very difficult.
You guys shiny on you. Yeah, shiny. Something shiny, like a coin or like something related.
You know, when wounds and I was wobbles.
Hey, John.
Nope, sorry, got nothing shiny.
Have you seen Fizwick?
What about inside your head? You have anything in there?
If I remember correctly.
Fizwick's on the bridge.
Thank you.
Well, I'm just saying.
There you go.
It kind of sounds.
Yeah, I got one of those too. That's not freedom.
Yeah, it was very scary because
I
when
tried
those
to
things
read
went
mine, I
to the
couldn't.
sky, there were explosions after.
Good morning, me neither. I keep mine in my stuff.
Kind of sounds like when the dragons are flying around. I don't know about this place.
A little shook about what happened yesterday.
You mean the murder of the other Fae? Or
What are you specifically?
Yes,
referring
and
to?
I mean specifically us. I mean, you know, the whole.
the spider thing?
Yes, yes.
With the
So
neck.
just right.
You see.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad to see you're doing well.
Apologies, I overheard what
Yes, thank you. I'm doing as well as expected, honestly. Still a little concerning that someone just can wander into town and murder people willy-nilly and see nothing of it. Although I suppose we're a little more safe with our sundials, but still disturbing.
There shouldn't be
We'll try
people
to stop
getting
it next
killed
time.
in town, regardless if they have a sundial or not.
Agreed.
Have you had any breakthroughs with the ink?
We're actually about to work on that today. Lawrence is finishing up his preparations. We have everything set up in the tower. We'll be working on that a bit later.
I see. Do you mind if I...
required. I'm glad to help.
You'd like to accompany us? Very well. I mean, I have
Yes,
no
I would
issue
like to see.
with it. So long as
I'm
Lawrence
also
has
not
no
an
issue with it,
alchemist, but I can certainly help with magic stuff.
Fizwick?
Sure. Yes, hello.
Hello,
Yes.
Erhard. Do you have something to write with?
Yeah, always. Hang on. Quill right here.
Yeah, I'm
Yes.
okay. Just a little nervous because
For you or for... Okay.
something in my past was brought
this
up that
person.
I didn't think would be brought
Hello.
up here.
Pleasure to meet you. Yeah, feel free. There you go.
Is it a bit of trouble?
Okay, excellent.
trouble, so to
Someone who can't
say,
speak.
just-
Understood.
I'm specifically okay. My family is a long line of sorcerers who worked for nobles, and we were told never to interact with the nobles more than we should because a bunch of stuff. And
Right,
if
right.
we do, that could be used against us.
Fizwick?
Either, they could claim
Yes,
it's
yes,
them,
yes,
or
hello.
they could use it against us.
Yes,
She's
hello.
trying to hand you something.
So we
Oh,
weren't
thank
allowed
you.
to interact with
Appreciate it.
your cool with nobles. And I
If
just
you
found
need
out
this, you can
pirates
keep it. I've got more at the tower.
or at least some type of noble.
She's gonna
and
hold up
now
the
I don't know
paper,
how
and
I
it's just
feel.
gonna look like one of those questionnaires
I
that
mean,
Lawrence
we're not
asks
nobles
everyone.
here. I mean,
Like, what's your
obviously,
name and all the
and
other
it's
stuff.
really weird.
Oh, I see. Okay, excellent. I see.
It's
Okay, so he's... speaking of, here he comes.
I
Right,
understand the
excellent.
predicament.
Lawrence,
I was told similar
things are set up in the
things.
tower. I'll meet up with you in
When
just a moment, all right? Just give me
that
one
it would
moment.
ruin my family's
Earhart, I think,
reputation.
wants to, would like to accompany us
It
as
was
well.
very important.
Yes, to bring whoever.
Okay, excellent.
Erhard.
I understand all of it.
Erhard, right. Erhard.
Thank you.
Yeah, I messed that up a few times too. It's apparently Erhard,
I think
not
it's
Earhart.
It's my accent. Erhard. It something comes from
Also the T.
Yes, yes.
People think that the T is, well, overriding the D, but it's not. It's silent comparatively.
The T is silent. Understood.
Yes, the T is silent.
Yes, and you and I should probably speak. Let's head somewhere. The tower is going to be a little crowded, so I imagine we should head somewhere else.
Let's go on the top plateau. There's...
I remember talking.
Okay, understood.
He said he was.
All right, understood. Lawrence is already here. Okay, excellent. Good.
I want there to be absolutely zero risk of someone overhearing this on this.
Okay. Well, sounds serious.
It did. And honestly, you're the only one that I trust, and I fully expect you to be very discreet about this.
Very well. I'll do my best. Okay, so lay it on me.
How much do you know about poisons?
Enough.
Holy shit!
Oh no!
Well, the big ones found us.
That's... Oh god, I can still hear it. Where is it?
I think he was far in the distance, but because of Doppler effect, etc. Anyway,
Could be. Enough to know not what to, ingest normally. Why?
Gonna pull out the book. Gonna hand it to you. That talked about the black fungus.
The void fungus, yes, okay.
So, here's the deal. I don't trust S because he tried to kill the town. I don't trust Shin. He killed someone in town. He's willing to kill the Fae. The Fae are wanting to kill the dragons, and they are disturbing the peace and justice of this town. I am going to try to find a peaceful solution to this, but I want a plan. I wouldn't even say see. This is a very, very, very last resort thing. I want to stress that. But
right,
if we can't get them to behave in town and it becomes a situation where dragons or fae are using Otter Town, I don't care if they kill themselves in the forest. They're not bringing their little war in town. So if we can't get them to agree on that, then I am going to I'm going to deal with it. I would like a poison that would be able to deal with the Fae as well as the dragons. Something that we can use to deal with it.
I would need your assistance. I'm not as familiar with poisons as someone like you, but I definitely can work with things on an alchemical level. And I can see what we have nearby that would be able to potentially increase the effect. If we can get a hold of some more void fungus, or potentially the ones that were lost before, that would be useful. But I don't know how I would get a hold of that without having to speak with some dragons first.
That's the issue. See if the book has any other ways of getting the void fungus. I doubt that that the only way is from dragon. I would imagine that there has to be other ways of obtaining it outside of that.
Perhaps. And as far as your plan, I am in agreement to some degree, and I've already actually began my own, we'll call it a contingency. Why do you think I was very keen on finding that mana gem again, the massive one?
I'm not much of a magic person, but I would imagine that.
Well, it's more or less the my goal was initially to use that as a sort of mana battery for the town. Something with which if someone's having suffering mana burn or having issues punching their mana, they could in turn harness it. However, the thought occurred to me that having a massive source of mana sitting in our town might attract the dragons, seeing as though they apparently feed on glamour, and apparently there's some overlap. But I believe it could also be used as a potent weapon. You see, one mage at any given point would not be able to do much of anything. I believe if every mage in town were to try and fight these dragons, we wouldn't have a chance.
I agree.
But if, say, over the course of several days, more and more mana was stored inside, we would potentially have a very, very large source of energy with which, when channeled properly through the right magical devices and practices, could be used as a weapon in and of itself. I don't know if it would stop a war, but it could stop Shen from coming in and enacting his own will at any point. I'm a little ahead of you on that, but I'm glad to see we're on the same page.
Oh, yeah. I figured you would be. That's why I trusted you. Plus, you have the supplies I need. The supplies and the equipment. I know you aren't an expert with poisons, but you can at least help me out with the ingredients and the equipment. The problem is finding a time to make it and making sure no one finds out what we're making.
Yeah, that would be the issue. People tend to flock around me. Unfortunately, I've got a bit of a reputation of being a problem solver, so it makes it difficult to find alone time, as flattering as it is. Yeah, that's tricky. To that I say, I'll try to be covert. We'll see if we can gather some things. Just let me or any of the other alchemists, especially Tobias, if Tobias or I, or even, well, you know, someone who's dead, speak with you on that, and if you need any supplies gathered, they'll do their best to gather them, and we'll just leave them there for you, and you can go ahead and work. If I'm around, I'll gladly help. If they're around, they'll gladly help as well.
Make sure not to tell them. I only trust you with this. There's been issues with multiple people who know things and it ended up getting out. So I don't mind if you need other people to help with getting ingredients. To try to get people not to realize what we're making, try to spread it out a little bit. Have some people get some ingredients, some people other ingredients, so they don't know the total recipe, so they don't know what we're making. I doubt they would know anyway, but we want to be extra cautious. It's more of throwing both Eska and now that both of them pop in town, Eska especially living in town, we don't want them figuring it out. If they go, oh yeah, I'm getting these supplies and here's a list, they might figure it out. So try to have it separated so they can't, you know, if that ends up happening, they can't figure it out.
I've already, in my mind, tasked several people who I know will be more than eager to head out into that dangerous forest and grab what need be. So I can just tell them each individually. Hopefully they don't talk to each other, but who knows? And even if they do, I'll come up with something.
Even if they do, they might think it's for separate things. You can't control for every variable, but you can at least try to control what you can. So you can say, I need ingredients for, I need you to grab these ingredients for this thing, and I need you to grab these ingredients for this thing. Try to make it as plausible as possible if you can. Like, if there are some ingredients that are also used for, say, a potion or an antidote, try to get those as well.
Right. All right. Well, I don't want to leave Lawrence raiding, but I think we've come to an agreement. Okay, excellent. I appreciate you trusting me with this, and I will work on it post-haste, friend. Oh goodness, it's a little high up. Go around this way.
Yeah.
There we go. Oh, all right. By the way, well, I feel a little bad. I think Nurta wanted the 4 of us to stay down below and commune, but it looks as though that's not happened again.
Well, I feel bad because with what I'm planning, I know she would be against it if she ever found out. The other reason to keep all of the secret.
Right. And that I understand. I feel as though she's more trusting, perhaps, than some others. Trusting's maybe a bad word, but...
I am going to go into the forest to try to, A, have a peaceful talk with Shin, if possible, and 2, try to figure out what was going on with that dragon.
Right. Very well. Sounds like a plan. Please be safe out there.
You too.
I will try my best to figure out how his magic works.
Yeah. Holy shit, it's happening. Johnsville and Ark, let's go.
Clean your clock is what I'm gonna do.
Oh damn, there's people here. Okay, never mind.
Next week. Could you help me with putting weapons on a couple avatars?
Yes.
I'm gonna grab you by the shins. I'm gonna use your chin to till the ceiling.
I don't know how to do it. They're simple weapons, so it's not like
I'm glad I chose a non-technical character.
like a sword and shield.
Actually hurts.
I actually put in the lights and
any better than
easier.
last time.
They fit really well.
It's nice to have those every now and then, so you don't end up straining your voice.
Hopefully.
Wow.
My mute Valkyrie, who's with enlightening affinity.
It's actually doing that as far as because it's already set up. It's not that hard
You
to
need
set
to actually named him.
like a sword toggle on a weapon. You just gotta know how to do it and to use parent constraints.
My name is Aries because of the weapon.
Yes, my baby man.
I would show you what happened when I did try to put one on, but the model is in swimsuit.
I see.
And people are streaming, so.
I'm gonna break it down.
I hold you like plushie.
There's basically like 2 main ways you can do it. You can either have a separate mesh and just have it on your armature, and just use UV discard to get rid of it. That's what I do with this one. Or parent constraints, like he said.
That's what I said.
I'm still learning how to do like 2 handed weapons.
You can do whatever.
Yeah.
I'm in character.
Alright, I'm walking across the line. I'm going to be this.
Jordan, how come you're visible past the RP line?
Alright, I'm hitting him.
Shove. Go.
Pepper. Okay, good. Okay, alright. Yeah, okay. Alright then. Okay. Forwards, I suppose.
So I guess that everyone else had the same idea of checking out what this whole dragon thing was that flew out here.
Thing, where would I land?
Yes.
I want crystals from
land.
Where would it land? Somewhere
Well,
in the
I'm here
clear,
to try to
maybe?
have a
Somewhere
talk with Shin,
up high,
so...
tall?
Try
we have
not
multiple
to
ways to
get
look.
You are
shot
not
in
going
the eye,
alone.
I guess.
You are not going to be like Ted.
I am going alone.
It could be at the top of the tree.
Oh,
It could be
why
elsewhere.
does no one listen?
Look,
Ted
it's fine.
literally went missing twice.
Oh dear.
I doubt he would kill me.
I will say, Iona, I will
Especially
say
with
this,
what I
he's a
have to
bit
talk
more
to him.
combat capable than Ted is.
Doubt is an assurance.
Fair point, but still.
Plus, if I need to go away, I have my mask. And he won't be able to find me if he does attack me, I can just
If you're
vanish.
going to go alone, I want to know full-heartedly what your intentions are. You may be capable of looking after yourself, but I am sure you know that your words will have consequences for more people that are not capable. What are your intentions?
As someone who's lost a partner, has had regrettable actions from dealing with that pain, I feel like I can reach him. He is someone that also is doing regrettable things due to the pain that he suffers from losing someone that he...
I think the party's still waiting for us.
I think we can relate on that point.
For everyone's sake, you better be alright.
You know what is at stake. I will not repeat myself.
I do.
You do not need to hear it again.
Oh dear. Yep, I get it. Talking to John is like talking to a brick wall.
Oh, Shen, just a few minutes ago.
That's actually interesting
Really?
because
Yes.
John wants to talk
I sat
to
behind him.
Jen alone.
Oh dear.
That's fair.
And I
But
don't
I
advise
scared
it,
him over my
but...
chair.
I advise
Is Shen even in the
You should have
forest?
the right to speak with him alone.
Yes, yes he is. I just...
But every time someone has spoken with him alone, they've gotten
Oh dear.
inked.
I don't think he noticed.
It's a situation. You may have your private conversation, but we will be at an arm's length. By arms, I not mean literally. I hate that I have to specify this. We will be somewhere in a retreating distance for you.
Right, of course.
Well, Shen is
All right.
near where the dragon was.
Simply say where you would most likely retreat. If you can communicate that to us.
Crystal dragon.
That way, worst case scenario, we are the water on the bridge for you. Alright, fine.
I will try, but it's very hard.
No, to
especially
each
when you're
dragon, he's
invisible.
not necessarily wanting to kill us all.
Lucky spear you
But I
got
don't
there.
think he would mind if he had to.
But that is why we are in places where we know you may try to retreat. We may not see you coming, but we know where you would want to go.
Too, yes, indeed.
If you're asking where I would go, the location I would show up at, usually my go-to is the bathhouse.
Bomb. Maybe if you place a bomb near it, and then it
Alright.
will open up to like a
Then,
secret.
if possible, keep an eye out at the bathhouse for your return.
One of those in the swamp.
That is emergency, of course.
What spells do you know?
I would advise we check the swamps, the
Not all of them. That's
the tree, and maybe somewhere else for the dragon, wherever it landed.
Why? Is there anything?
I feel like we should start with the tree,
I just wanted
so
to
that
know
way we
some of
can
my allies'
get the climbing out of the
abilities, so I
way.
know what kind of...
We can split into
And if
groups
we're up
when
there,
people
we'll
are
have
willing to
a-
climb.
I can heal first and foremost. I can also
Yeah,
attack.
and if they're up there, if we're up there, we'll have a good view. If the dragon's not up there, we
he
can
has
have a better
shield,
view.
he has
And then
invisibility
if we
mostly
see
on myself.
them, just use the feather fall on our way down.
Illusion
That's the last thing we need right now,
mending,
honestly.
Exactly.
still working on mage.
We'll need to have
Or we could just do that.
Well, there's the
Speaking
opportunity.
Thaumaturgy.
Yes.
Illusions in general. And a bunch of other stuff, actually. Anything
Let us go explore the swamp.
I can barely hear you.
Okay.
Behind us.
The hag isn't there, so it's fine. They left a long time ago. It's fine. All right.
Hag in the forest.
Alright.
Long story.
We saw
I
a
don't wanna
dragon
talk
enter
about
the
it.
forest.
Anyways.
Dragon.
Onward, suppose.
Very well.
I never got a look at it, to be fair.
Oh, okay.
We just know it's a dragon.
I got a very good look at it. Very large crystals. I was on the plateau when it showed up, so I was able to get a very clear idea. It had very sharp
Well,
crystals
that's
on
what I
its back.
suspected.
I can't say I know about a crystal dragon. What color are they?
Now, if
white.
you would kindly form an.
Well,
an
the crystals are
organized
kind of
line,
rainbowish, but the
as
scales were
this
white.
is now a dangerous area. What with Shen around.
Iridescent, I guess,
Please
is
stay
the
behind this
best term
line
for
here,
it.
And whatnot. Thank you. Am I doing this defender thing correct? Okay.
Yes.
And it's in the forest.
Wonderful. Okay, good.
It flew in
Just-
this
just-
direction.
Apparently.
No, Cooper. No. Get over there. That's better. Thank you. Behind the line, please. Good. Excellent. Okay.
Lots of people.
We can check the top of the tree, but
Find the
we
dragon.
could also check elsewhere.
Why are you interested in it?
I will also be doing my usual thing.
I am.
I'm
very curious.
just in case that. Indeed. And as the defender of the town, it is in my best interest to make sure that that no harm befalls these fine townsfolk.
Yes, that is very admirable of you, George.
Indeed.
You know, he's a defender now.
If anyone's interested in climbing,
God of your town.
Are you?
Yeah, indeed.
Oh, I guess so.
Yes.
Remembered I can cast haste.
And well, still in training, I suppose. Making sure everything is up to snuff.
Do you think he's capable
Let us please go
to
back down.
protect you?
Yes.
Or Prometo? Or Nikolai?
Oh,
Or your
no.
other friend?
I'm not willing to judge based on looks. I have never sparred with him, so I don't know what his capabilities are. Tomato, I think, is more
Right.
capable.
Well,
From what I
okay,
know.
well, finally it seems
Yes.
folks are
A friend.
moving backwards a little bit
Yes.
now. So I will.
And why
I'll
are you
just
worried
follow along.
about your friends leaving you, George? Are you not the one who's protecting them?
Well, sure, but I need to form the the vanguard and whatnot, and make sure that everyone is all right.
Yes. You know, George seems very nervous. He told me in town when I killed the Spider Fae that he was the protector and that such things should be handled in the forest. I understand. So, is there a thing that needs to be handled in the forest? Or should I make one?
What do you mean by that?
What do you mean?
A test, George. I was actually quite proud of him. Proud. For stepping up to me to defend his friends. You know, the people that have left him. So, would you like a fun challenge, George? A game.
I'm not.
politely decline if you're not in this
I mean, but that wouldn't be. No, as a defense. I mean, so be it. Okay, what do you have in mind?
Good. You always have a choice, as Nikolai said. You could have declined. So, a defender of the town. Someone who's friends with everyone. He will do whatever it is to protect you. Or you. But will you do whatever it is to protect him? And as Shen moves forward, with a flick of his finger, a thunk is heard as George's skull flies across the forest, his body crumpling into bones. You hear the skull reverberate as it bounces off of trees, landing somewhere far off in the distance.
Shin, why did you do that?
I warn you, don't make me get off my chair.
You would know if he was hurt. It is a game and a test. Will the town defend the defender? Will you ask for help, or do it yourselves?
You want me to leave?
Will you ask for a fae to help you? Will you ask for a dragon?
I'm not as
Or
weak
not?
as everyone.
Unless you're willing to fight, leave.
For fuck's sake. Everyone thinks I'm so fucking weak. I'm not actually that weak.
Choose. How do you want to help your friend George? Ask for help. Or prove you're strong enough to do it on your own. Will you defend the defender? The choice is yours.
I want to speak to you later. We need to help George first, but I want to have a chat with you
Put your
later.
weapon down. There's no point.
Once we help our
So,
friend
yes.
after what you did.
I am gathering George's
Iona.
parts and putting them in
He flicked
Yes?
George's skull halfway across the forest. We're gonna need to try to find it.
That way most of George is kept together here.
From what I understand, George should be fine
Good idea.
that way, but it's bounced off a lot of trees. Sorry, this way. But it bounced off a lot of trees, so we don't know exactly where. We'll need to find some way of trying.
George wanted a test.
So that meanie!
Well, he is willing
I'm
to
gonna go
protect
find
you
George's
all.
head.
Will you help him?
We have been challenged.
A test of faith. Good.
I have George's
and
body
friendship.
parts in my bag, but that
And
takes
then
up my
a
resource
test for
collection.
you.
That is fine.
How will you find him? On your own? Asking a fae? Or asking a dragon for help?
I can try. I haven't tried practicing it for a very long time, but I can try my death magic.
So, I have the same affinity as him, and I have his body parts here with me right now.
Yes.
If you're
you
stronger with
just
it, then it's
fuck off?
better for you. Are you able to
could do that,
sense
if you'd
which
like.
direction his skull is?
And so,
and
you may no longer ask a dragon
Perhaps
for help.
I will try to utilize
Never
my
come back.
skills. Try to be a compass.
I can
Yeah,
try to assist you.
dickhead.
I at least know how to channel my mana, so I can try to help what I can.
I have sent
No.
some people into pairs to look for his skull.
Oh, he's
They're-
gone. Okay.
They're not going to know where to look without some sort
I gave
of
him
way.
the business.
The swamp will most likely be where.
Yes, but at least it'll keep
Good
them
job.
preoccupied, prepared, as well as safe.
Or it might put them in risk, because we don't. Since there's a big dragon in town, in the forest now, and that we don't know if it's hostile or not, and they're only in pairs. We don't know if the two pairs would be able to take on a big dragon like that. They run into it, they might
We are
be in
not
danger.
we do not have very many options.
Well, I was going to have a discussion with Shin, and then
Friend?
he knocked George's head across the forest, so...
Friend? I know you're here somewhere.
We do not have much
DM
time.
question.
People are looking. We need to act
Hold on,
fast.
Ted.
Okay.
Are you able to tell which direction George is in at the moment?
He flicked him towards approximately this way.
Alright, then
I'm
that's-
assuming the direction he was pointing.
Alright, then we need to go that way.
So the big tree.
Big tree or swamp? I
Sounds
believe
like
that's
it.
probably where-
What were you talking to Shin about?
Well, I was about to try to relate with him, but he kind of flicked George's heads off in a direction, and now he's gone, so...
Did George say something to upset him, or did he just do it to do it?
Alright, what's up, Ted?
George accepted a challenge from him.
2 questions.
This is apparently that challenge.
There's an unusual shape in this rock down here. Is this just
That's
bad
wrong.
geometry, or is this something special?
That's bad geometry.
Okay. And 2, where Shen was standing, is there anything that I would notice he perhaps left behind, dropped, fell off, etc.? You already know what I'm referring to.
Yeah. Are you going
I
by
feel a
then?
pull towards the swamp.
I will follow you.
You know, maybe it's better if I just save the experimental floating mushroom magic for if we need to skedaddle, so it don't runs out.
That would be advised given the fact of the dragon.
Yeah, if there's a big dragon, then we need to F out of there. We need to
I was
have that.
preoccupied looking over the cliff, but just so I'm clear, George accepted this?
George accepted a challenge for all of us.
He accepted it for himself, kind of.
And yet, we were involved in the question of whether or not we would defend him.
Yep.
Do I want to go this way or do I want to go into this way?
They took my advice to stay in pairings. They're in pairings of 3 and 4s.
Excellent. Even just a slight semblance of a squad is better than being solo.
I agree.
We should check the actual swamp and bog. Apologies for backtracking.
I just saw someone fall off the tree.
Oh no.
What?
Where?
What did you look at? What shape?
It was hard
Do you
to
have
tell.
the
It
rest
was
of
very fast.
George?
No, I'm carrying his body.
This is weird. I might be able to use that as a
thought to
component
talk
in
towards the
locate
swamp.
object.
Go and
Towards the
where did he
swamp.
drop from?
Okay.
When we are in the swamp, perhaps using your keener magic will help pinpoint.
Where
Fair enough.
did
Let's
he
go to
drop
the
from?
swamp and
We should
see if he's
probably
there.
go that way to the swamp.
That
I'm
rock
sorry.
island up there, straight ahead of us. As I was walking this way, I saw them fall down.
I don't like the swamp.
This is also the
And now
way
go
that
check it
he
out.
was flicked.
If anyone
Alright, so
is
you
going
go to the swamps and look
to
for
tend to the one
and look
who
for George's
fell,
head.
make sure
I'll
you
go
have 2 other
investigate
people
what
with you.
jumped off.
For sure.
Are you sure you want to do that alone?
I am sure. I traverse this place alone and
All right.
I want to go make sure they're not going to do something stupid.
Iona and I will be trying to pinpoint George. I wish you the best. We're trying to help the one who fell if you are going to.
I was
Please be
gonna go
safe.
with you all. Kind of wanted to make sure George was okay.
Then you're welcome to come with us.
I would take the known friend over the unknown thing.
I do not know if she's alright, so I'm kind of more worried, if I'm being honest. I don't know how well I trust these others. No
Diana?
shock on them, I just
I
don't
know
know
you
their
are very
capabilities.
capable.
Yes.
I know you are very capable of organizing. You could also go with 2 other people to ensure that there is nothing too dire happened over there. If you know where to go.
Well, you got mad at me last week, and
Are y'all choosing to move with us?
We're gonna go find George's head in the
Wait a
swamp.
minute. I didn't realize I'm in the forest.
Does anyone
I'm gonna
want
pick
to
some flowers.
look into the one who fell, or do we
Yeah, that's
want
a good
to
idea.
go to George?
That's my question now. Like, did anybody move over to actually help with who fell, or no?
Pomito did, and he was very insistent about doing it alone. I offered to go with him, but he didn't want anyone to come with him.
Alright, we move on to a George. No more hesitating.
We'll leave the decision and
I
consequences
can
up to
imagine
him
where George's
based on
head
what
would be, but
happens.
it can't be very pleasant to be separated from your body like
I really
that.
hope it's not down the hole.
It is not. I can say from experience.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the hole. I almost died there once.
Honestly, his body might react, just in general, to how close
Oh.
he is with his head, unless it's completely, you know.
Mr. George?
I'll wait and stand still to see if the bones react at all.
Ever since that day I disappeared from the forest, the swamp really doesn't make me feel comfortable, to be honest.
It shouldn't. Swamps are known to be some of the most dangerous of terrains.
I mean, where I come from, swamps are great. Tons of free food.
Hey man, no bodies get found in swamps.
This one.
That's because everything else eats them.
Well, yeah, bugs are delicious.
Yeah, they're like swimming in a buffet of food and they complain about it.
Speaking of bugs, I owe Fee for a letter, and she requested beetles. So if you see any, and before you eat them, because I know they're good, I want to see if we can get them
I don't
labels
know,
at
what
the,
are you
the
casting
bakery to put
locate
them on a
object on?
cheesecake.
I am
beetle
hoping to
cheesecake
cast
sounds
it
good.
on
So
George's
if we
head
find some, let's
using the
not eat them.
component
I know we want to,
of the rest of his
but
body.
just, take some beetles.
You consider George an
Which
object?
was.
That's fucked up.
That's why
Wow,
I'm a little
objectifying
confused.
George?
That's fucked up.
We bounced through locate person,
People are
object,
questioning my
and
morality.
we don't really know what he is. He keeps changing.
He finally joins the boyfriend group and you treat him like an object? That's fucked up.
I'm not part of the boyfriend group.
Boyfriend
Okay.
Okay.
So, with the assistance of Iona, Nikolai, both of you feel George somewhere in the direction of the big hill in the back of the swamp. It's obviously a stronger reaction as you're closer to the general area, but you feel him back there somewhere.
Oh no.
What? What's oh no?
Oh no.
I do not want to go towards that hill, but we may have to. The back of the
You
swamp.
don't think he's in the shack, is he?
There is no
The
way
shack
he
is
could
right
be
next to the hill.
flicked and perfectly set inside the shack. If anything, he
Well, it
bounced
doesn't
off.
have to be that. What if, like, Henrietta found his skull and she took it back to her shack or something?
Henrietta's gone.
Want a
These are
talking skull in their
precautions.
collection.
Oh,
These
she
are
is?
precautions I am setting right now.
Yeah,
These are
she
the
ran away as
bounds.
soon as the
We
dragon's
do
gone.
not
That's it.
step into
She
the
told me
hut.
right to my
If
face.
anyone needs to set into the hut, we use rope or something else to make sure that we can forcibly pull the person back out while they are exploring. This is their lifeline.
Yeah.
I do not trust that place.
Okay.
This is
Let's not wait
understood.
any longer. George depends on us.
So,
Oh, I can't wait to give Shen a piece of my mind. Once we can actually do something to affect him.
I was gonna say, I
I
don't think it's a good
you
idea
should
right
let him
now.
have your brain. He's not been very
No,
trustworthy
not
with any
like-
other body parts.
I'm pretty sure it's a
while I agree
metaphor
with
or
you,
a
Nerta,
saying or
it's a
something. I
It's
don't
a
know.
turn of phrase.
Figure of speech.
That, yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of different names.
You gotta give Nerda some credit. She's not a native speaker.
I know.
I probably should not be
no,
taking
I
point while holding.
I haven't
George's
tried to learn
corpse.
native. I only just learned common.
Yeah.
Further proving my point.
Not a big deal.
Thank you very much.
That's probably a good idea.
No problem.
I don't
I
know
should
why
be
I'm the
near
one that's
front.
like
There's
next
a
to the
giant
front.
wolf. Giant wolf.
There's
right
a
ahead.
huh? That is a giant wolf. Why is there a giant
y'all.
wolf?
But it's and it's
part
coming
of the
this way. I wanna
challenge.
see it. Yep. Uh-huh.
I can't walk.
You notice Wolf 10?
What's up, buddy?
Hey, Nirta, can I talk to you?
No.
Nirta.
Well, I didn't see that coming.
Nor did
Okay,
I.
that's interesting. What's up? Yes? What?
So I found his head very easily.
Oh.
It's in the shack.
Okay.
It wasn't
I
that
knew
hard
it.
to find.
I called it.
We're looking for a skeleton. You come with us?
I went here first. Me and Ares went here.
Apologies, I took your point.
I'm gonna make sure the head doesn't fall. I'd say it's right next to the hole. I'll take care of getting it out of the
We're
hole.
trying to find George's head. It's in the shack.
So I've heard.
I don't, because we just trying to pick it up. There's a good chance it might slip from your hand.
Yes, it's very ominous.
No, it's like right on the edge, you're about to fall in, kind of thing.
Don't know.
I wanna shoot like a little magic beam to like hit it away from the hole.
White wolf.
That would be worse.
Victor.
Making something move unpredictably is going to make him fall into the he went inside the shack.
He sure did.
You just can't go inside the hole.
Oh,
motherfucker! I hate my
Not follow my
tracking bullshit.
Who's out there?
Like I
Hello?
said,
He's right here.
this is what happens when you don't have what you need.
The door's open. The door's open.
My tracking
I fell
bullshit.
He's
into the
right
ceiling.
here on.
I have him on
Hello?
rope. My
Right here on the
friend,
floor.
I fell into the ceiling.
I'm wrapping this around my arm. Someone hold on to the other end of this rope
What?
and go in.
Rope.
Take on it.
So,
Oh, it's musty in here.
if I feel this rope get loose,
Was that
you
what
can
we
go
saw?
in. If I feel this rope go loose, then there will be issue.
I think it's funny.
Go forth.
I wouldn't recommend.
No,
going
that's
in.
blue.
Be careful.
The dragon that flew
Who's
over
blue?
town was white
Failed.
with like rainbow crystals.
You fell down there?
I think there's a white
No, I
wolf.
fell into the ceiling.
That's
I'm
a large
rolling
creature.
precariously right now.
It's fluffy.
Standing right there. Sitting right there.
That's just a head.
okay.
I'm gonna go
I'm
outside.
right there.
Give me.
Hello? Down here. Okay. Oh,
Hello, George.
Oh.
Yeah, I literally said stop trying to grab it with your hand.
Oh boy.
Son of a bitch.
No one listened.
Well, now he's down there. He's in the fucking hole.
When people told
Do not
George to get
fear
ahead
the
in
hurt.
life, I don't think this is what they meant.
Hold on tight to the rope. I'm going down.
Iona,
I have.
I feel really uncomfortable being near the
Do
shack again.
not fear.
From what I remember, there's something
Shut
down
up.
there. I just can't remember what it
Do
was.
not go
use your
down.
hands to try and pick it up. It's just
Should I go down there too, just to be safe?
What do they do? They try picking up with
I
their hands.
would recommend not, considering the fact that
To be
George's
fair,
head is
no one
literally
listens
right
to
there.
Nikolai, and he's like the biggest and loudest of all of us.
Why will you not listen to me? Do not go down this hot hole. One person.
You know what I mean?
I have a rope. I set this system.
As you
Yeah,
attempt
there is only one person down there.
from her hand, and it's
a
wind
near
magic.
spherical object.
Then why are you all in hot?
Oh,
And then
oh,
look.
that's helpful.
I'm holding the
I
rope.
mean, it would have been helpful. You could have whooshed
I am
his
also
skull
holding the rope
back
from
outside.
outside.
I was
But
gonna
I
shoot
see
a little beam
hurry
of
up,
water
people
straight at
file
his
in.
head to move it a little bit away from the
Use
hole.
all
Shack
the
makes me feel very uncomfortable. I don't like being near it. I'm just gonna, like, give moral support from over here. You guys can do it! I believe in you.
Hi!
Oh, yeah.
Illusion.
Definitely.
This is going great.
Invisibility.
Do you feel the same way, Grandpa?
Fucking wonderful.
Well, the hell, no one listened.
You use wind magic
To be
to
fair,
get
we're
him
just
out.
holding the rope.
The same way in what regard?
Well, no,
I wish that would work, but
Does being near the shack make you feel uncomfortable? Like like there's something watching you?
I think it's kind of I do, but I think it's because of that the fae that used to live
Alright,
here
that's the
that
signal.
acted
We're
weird.
following you up.
Miss Harrietta the Horrible?
Hmm.
I didn't feel that way until after I met her.
I'm wrapping the end of rope on my shovel. And this
Hey,
Weird.
you wanna look at this
We are
tree
totally
over
not
here
giving
with me?
anyone out.
Alright.
Sure.
He's on the end of the rope.
Look at this tree. Why are you going to have Shin talk to Miss Eska? You know that's a terrible idea, right?
What?
Are you saying you're not trying to do that?
Who told you?
Does that matter? I know.
Ted. Yes. But I want to talk to... There are steps to it. I think you, the whole thing was not explained. It's baby steps. It's not going to be talking to Eska right away. I want to talk to Shin first. I lost someone that was close to me, and I did very regrettable actions because of it. I let the pain that I felt hurt others. And I feel that's what Shin's doing. I need to talk to him first. And relate with him. Have a discussion with him. After that, depending how things go, then we move on to the next step. But it's not going to be jumping straight to that point. There has to be ways of de-escalating before we try to get both sides together to try to have some kind of truce or discussion or something. Nothing happens immediately.
You are talking to someone who just wants everyone to be peaceful and truced up and all of that stuff. Yeah, I get that. It's just, I heard about this thing where maybe he had somebody that he loved and he lost. And considering he's lied to us before, I don't know if I even trusted that story is real. And he could be making that up for some other scheme that he has.
Well, if he is making that up,
really questioning it.
I will know. You can't fake a pain like that. If I talk to him and I get the sense he's lying to me. And also, I told you, because I trusted you not to tell anyone else, and 2, if you were going to tell everyone else, that you wouldn't skip all the information that I was giving you.
All you told me was that you were going to have some sort of peace meeting.
I told you I was going to talk to Shin first.
Yeah.
Did they get that hand?
Argue while you walk. Yeah,
I'm
George
totally
is
for.
fine.
I want
He has
you.
his body back.
I want you to talk to Shin because I want you to see if you can figure out if he's lying about that. I'm totally on board with that. I'm just not really on board with this whole peace thing. I just don't think it's going to work.
I also feel like you if you are upset at him, then I feel like I should be upset at you. Because I have been saying for the past few weeks that people in this town shouldn't be doing things on their own, making decisions on behalf of the town. And that is almost exclusively what you've been doing, Grandpa.
I'm not
even
making
against
decisions.
Other people and butting heads with them.
I'm not making decisions on behalf of the town. I'm only making... I want to have a discussion with Shin first. And then move on to having them talk about things. That's not a thing, making a decision on behalf of the town.
Then why would it be a problem if anybody knew?
Because I don't want Shin to... Because I want to keep things very step by step. If Shin knew immediately that I was talking to him with the goal of trying to get the peace, it might fail. He might see that as not wanting to continue with doing the beginning steps. He may not want to even talk to me in general.
Sure, maybe. But he also, took Mr. Wayne trying to attack him on somebody else's behalf as, some sort of weird form of honor or something. So maybe he would find your blunt honesty as some sort of honorable act, too.
It's not lying, but I was trying to keep things very kind of step by step. It's kind of how a lot of diplomacy works.
Can I take those steps with you instead of you doing them by yourself?
Sure. I apologize
we could do this
not letting you know. I should have told you.
Because, I feel like we could do a lot more together. And, that's part of why I even wanted a clergy is so that I can trust people to share things with. But if you don't even trust to share things with me, then that kind of makes me feel like I made the wrong choice,
I understand.
Okay. I accept that. And I'm sorry that I betrayed some of your trust on that by explaining that I heard it. Well, I didn't say I heard it from Ted, but you knew.
Yes, because he's literally the only other person
I don't know what you. I mean, hey, if a peace fucking treaty works, fantastic. But I think that I've already asked him to make peace, and don't get me wrong, I didn't really go hard in it, but I just feel like going up and saying, "Hey, let's sit down and work this out." I just don't think it's gonna work. But if you want to give it a shot, maybe with you having the relation with losing people in the past, maybe you have a better shot. Maybe you can relate to them in a way I can't.
I don't think it's a bad idea. I think it can be a good idea. I'm just worried because Miss Eska being in town and that one other Fae got killed in town already. I'm really worried since she's weak, and I know she also is feeling bad that it could be bad things. But I don't disagree that trying to get him to share feelings that you've got is a bad idea. Just, I also understand that, like, anytime I want to go talking and stuff, that it becomes a problem. Yes?
We have accomplished the side tracking goal. Do you still need to locate Shin to have your conversation, though?
I do.
Or were you able to have it at that moment? Alright. Was there any information about the Crystal Dragon?
Not that I know of. I don't think anyone heard anything.
Was anything surmised from conversation? I think I heard it being brought up in front of Shin.
Sorry, can you repeat that?
Was the Crystal Dragon brought to Shin's attention?
It was. He seems to, or at least he gave us the impression that he didn't know anything, but that could be a lie.
I will continue reconnaissance or trying to find any information of Crystal Dragon. So,
do you need my help with that?
Goal as well. If there's any assistance you can provide, that would be very much appreciated.
I can help you get up to the top of the tree fast, but that's about it.
I will take my chances going normally. Oh, no.
Okay.
I think it would be better if you assist them with trying to locate or get in touch with Shin.
Okay. Good luck.
I trust as well that if you're with them, you can ferry them away to safety as well. If they become injured or incapable of, moving. Buffhouse is still pronto.
Sweet dreams.
I leave you to it.
Hey, Nikki, 1 second.
So do you know what happened? That he had a love and lost it?
Yes. It's been somewhat of a talk in the town. And me talking with Shin wasn't a secret. As you can see, I've told him the part that I was keeping secret is again the part of, in the future, I was going to try to have a peace agreement, but again, that was something that I wanted to try to keep that information limited. But you're right, I should have told you.
Okay. Well, I've been sitting around Miss Eska, and she's still very heartbroken about Sasha and the big tree and stuff. So I think she's still working through her feelings. And I don't know if it's for sure, because I don't know how Fae, being like super old and very magical and powerful, how they like deal with emotions like that. But I was trying to encourage her to find something else to find really important other than Miss Sasha, because, if you've got something that you like about yourself and the world, then it's easier to connect with other people, because if you just latch onto someone, then, that's not very healthy, I think. So I think she's working on that right now, which is why she's just sort of wandering around the town as she's been doing.
water. Awful stuff.
It's a shame Mr. Oberon's been in hiding as much as he has. I feel like he could talk to her about some stuff. Even though he doesn't always have the most polite way of putting things, I think he could talk to her about change and, moving on from being in this sort of bad relationship to being in a better spot for her. Seeing as he's also a very old fae.
I'm fairly old, so maybe I could relate to her as well. I'll try talking to her as well.
No, we don't. There's nothing to lose our head over.
Okay.
But Nikolai came
See
out
what the
to,
fuss is
to
about.
gather folks, I believe.
He was saying they're all
Great,
going
that's
back.
really
Nikolai
weird because
wants
everyone's
to.
in every place but there.
Yeah.
Right.
But where?
Let's go ahead with that then.
Yeah.
Oh, good
they
to see
just
your
kinda
head back on
scattered.
your neck, George.
Right. Yes, I really lost it for a moment there. You know.
Yeah, I could tell.
It's about getting ahead in the situation.
Yeah. You were definitely
go ahead on
headed
your
the wrong
shoulders.
way.
I agree.
Alright, now let's get our heading and get out of here.
Way ahead of you.
Hey, Nirta. Can I ask a question?
Yeah, what is it?
Did Tyrant have like black marks on their arms?
Yeah, he's had it like that for a long time.
Oh, okay, I was just making sure, cause.
Hello there.
I want to say that they're lying, but that's probably
You
like
did
the
it.
only.
I'm here. You found me.
have, so
Congratulations.
come on.
Oh, good deal.
Oh, it's you.
Where's George? Would
Yeah,
be a
it's
very
me.
fun game to play.
Hey.
Hey,
wait,
you.
no, hold on.
Yeah,
No,
that's a fun
it's
game.
you.
You know, I'm just happy to.
I mean, hi.
Lose any faculty.
Yeah. Doppelganger. Why are you angry?
You're not getting my
I
eye.
don't know. Everybody's angry. I didn't say anything about
Fox and
it.
Scrimble.
You didn't have to.
Hey, why is everybody so grumpy?
I seen your eyes looking at my eye. I saw you. I saw
For
you.
your information, they're holes. Quit observing my holes.
I'll observe your holes if I want to.
How dare you stare into my holes?
I'll stare right at your holes.
I'll stare into your dumb hole. You only
You-
got the one?
Yeah, you stare at my holes, I'll stare at your holes.
Yeah, that's right. You don't even have multiple. You just got one. Then you got that weird mouth flappy bit.
Scramble thinks we should leave them to their own room.
Oh, you think I only have the one hole,
Yeah,
huh?
how have you been,
Well,
Scramble?
you
I
know
haven't
what?
seen you in a bit.
Flips eye patch.
How's business?
Well, you know,
Ah!
scavenging for eyes.
Yeah. You found any good ones? I feel like the
Well,
swamp
I
would
just got
have
a
like
weird
some
fish one. It looked like it was killed by
Ah!
a cow.
by a what?
No one will believe you.
But he's...
How did a
He's
cow
got a
get
secret
bit?
eye!
You know the beef ground.
What do you mean, secret eye? I don't have anything on my forehead.
Yeah.
No, it's under the thing.
Oh,
This is my eye patch.
well, that's
It's,
good.
you know,
Is
to
it
cover
nice
up
and
my
squishy?
eye.
Is it a good eye?
That's what used to be
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
No, that's not... No, that...
Oh yeah, that's gonna be a good one. I can tell. Mhm. How much do you think it'd be worth it if we got a dragon eye?
She's more of a distance in.
Now, who's the stinky one?
Scramble just cut it.
I mean, it'd be for a collection.
I love interacting with them.
Hey. So how do you get over there safely?
I'm sorry.
How do you get over there safely? I'm looking for a guy called Tyron. He got beat up by someone and then kissed by that same person. That was today, though. It was like a few days ago.
You just follow the wood planks.
I guess so. I just thought I'd ask, because you might know more.
Alright, well...
Anyway, have a good day. Oh, wait.
If you follow me...
Actually? I mean, you don't have to.
I'm willing to help new people.
Well, I'm not exactly new, but I'm new to the swamps, like, for sure.
What is exactly your
Well, really,
name?
I'm new to the whole place. Plinky Matrix. Or Fiend Plinky Matrix. Whatever you liked it. I don't know. You just call me Plinky. Plinky's the best one.
Alright, Blinky, my name is John. It's nice to meet you.
Well, nice to meet you, John. I don't think you need protection, but if you ever needed protection, you can give me a shine and I can give you my protection in exchange.
What's a shiny?
Look it up. There's shiny. Well, shiny can consist of coin, a crystal, a golden thing. So I think that's pretty much shiny.
I'll keep
Even
that
like a
in mind.
sword if you wanted to. Yeah, you don't have to give it to me though. It's just an offer, not much of a demand, want, or anything.
Well,
Oh, look, it's a
if you wanna
shadow
go in
fan.
that direction and
Hey,
find
John,
it,
John,
we can-
John. Do you know one of those
Take a ride?
deals with
You wanna
with
ride
eyes?
that?
Consider your plan.
I haven't done that, no.
Oh, shit. Happened. Yeah, if I do some climbing, I might find where people are. Up on the tree. I got to around a little. Yeah, here we go. What I was looking for. Oh, hey, here's some people.
I accidentally walked to the edge of the map. That is what it is.
I mean, it's sitting right there.
We investigating with you.
Wait a minute.
Putting all sorts and smaller
If you just drop his head right next to the body, will it just reconnect automatically?
I'm not gonna drop his head. I'll set it down gently.
Yeah, set it
Yes,
down
thank you,
next
thank
to it and
you.
see what it does.
Okay, okay, hang on. I got this. Okay. Okay, here we go. Let me see. If I just...
The fucker can hop. I'll be damned.
He's using his jaw as leverage.
When you say
Kinda,
to
almost.
continue, I see a little bit of a path that
We were
can go
testing an
down.
experiment while we were waiting.
Thank you. Okay.
I have the information. At the counter, we find a little bit of evidence and we walk this way. And there'll be more there. Smile.
I got it.
What'd you find, Nick?
I got it.
evidence of a dragon, something like that. But we have not found it yet. We need to keep walking.
It does.
When you're ready to keep walking.
Sorry, what kind of dragon evidence is it?
It's like
You don't know. You gotta go to the
But
area,
it's like
guys.
veins, kind of.
No, let's go. Let's go when you are
Alright.
ready.
Ready to move? Here
I'm
soon?
already.
And I'm
Let's
here
just
now.
go.
Don't worry about it.
Yes, of course, absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're almost
I
at
feel
the
like I'm
area.
losing my senses. I'm hearing voices that aren't there.
Probably,
Plus 1 RP.
Hearing voices? What? No, we're not crazy. What are you talking about?
Who are you talking
I don't
about?
know. You might be.
So there's something around here.
So looking
Mhm.
over, you see these plants.
Yes,
Some
sir.
are bent,
I don't know. You might be.
but
crazy.
kind of
Look at
leaning in a
them.
direction
I'm
where,
still
like,
blind.
what you could assume
I mean,
I haven't
something
woken up
flew
yet.
over,
Okay, I mean,
and
I really
you know,
should
they've brushed
shower
the
my
thing
eye holes a little
aside,
bit.
and you see footprints leading towards the big
now I'm
tree
confused
on the
then. How
right
are you
side over
alive?
there that you can get under.
That's a good question. Well, actually,
And
it's the
footprints,
longest
aka
way.
coming to where
Trying
you
get
are
the hang
right
of it
now,
after
is
a
there
while, but-
footprints left.
Prince.
Maybe I'll
Yeah.
tell you
This
for
man
a
is
second.
Footprints
It's-
coming from there.
Well,
That sounds like it would do it.
Beyond God.
right?
Everyone pay attention.
Uh-oh.
So, the way the plants bend in the footsteps, something went this way.
The fuck is that thing?
George, be a defender.
I don't
It's
see
what
anything.
thing?
If it is this.
I just saw something flash.
Oh, this path.
Might have just been something
I think you
reflecting
might
in
be
flight.
Things.
John, you see about 3 sets of footprints coming from that path down there.
I see some footprints going that way. Or at least coming from this way.
And then Nikolai, you see 3 footprints coming from the behind you, leading into here. So someone went in here and then left.
This is the same kindly. Same 3 pairs. 3 sets.
Yes.
Back and forth. These are normal.
Someone approaches in the distance.
Maybe a nest or
It's Ted. Yes, it's Ted.
might be a central location that they're staying at.
Hi.
We have a potential
I
problem.
suggest this much. Friend, while you are stepping on them, try and step on their steps.
Well,
Mask our feet.
I'm stepping around them, but
As all of you get in, you'll see kind of in the back, which is the edge of the map, just to clarify, you'll see the brush and the foliage pushed away as if a very large dragon landed here, sat here for a while, and then left.
So it was here. This. It was
He
like this.
succeeded at his mission.
However, should you choose to look for anything, you will find nothing except a large collection of 3 sets of footprints. Looking around, John, with your experience as a tracker, you could tell these 3 sets of footprints were looking for something similar to what you guys are doing right now, and then you see them trail off away, as you saw earlier, the set you followed to get here.
from what it looks like,
So there's like nothing, not even like crystals from the dragon. Maybe it fell off or anything.
Well, if I have to say it out loud, 3 people came over, found something, and left.
I'm a special breed.
What do you make of this? I know with your expertise. What is your opinion?
it looks like it was looking for something. That it was trying to track something down, but what?
I think they found some tracks.
No.
I think it's harder to find because it flew away.
Actually, from what it looks like, it stomped away down that way.
Hey, friend.
These are yes.
Is there any indications
not
that
so friendly, Jack.
that John can pick up that that's the case, that he that the dragon
it's the
flew
crystal
off?
one, it's actually probably
any
friendlier.
disturbances in the dirt or any fading of the footprints or anything?
I'll draw pictures.
Yes.
Of your
So,
honorable
from what
deaths.
Nikolai saw with the windswept plants, something flew over and landed here, sat here, and the plants are kind of, pushed apart or squished. And then you'll see, looking at other places, more windswept plants, but in the sense of
Until I
something
see
immediately
something
got up
indicating
and
that this
flew
other
away
dragon
with a
isn't
large
gonna
gust of
fucking murder us, then I'll
wind
keep my
due to the flapping
reservations.
wings. Just
Keep
to
it as you
spell it
like,
out
so
for
long
everyone,
as you
John,
turn
the
it into
footprints you
action that may
see
get the
are
group
about
count.
2 normal-sized people,
I do my best not to
one
escalate
girl,
situations.
1 man, and 1 seeming to be a very light set of footprints.
Unless it's the damn shadelings. Fuck those things.
They are normal people-sized footprints.
Okay, so not dragon size. Okay.
Gotta give them credit though. They actually led us in the right direction.
I'd rather still turn them into a couple of fey fillets.
Yeah, they can't die, so you can
Actually
keep
sounds
trying, but
I know. That's why it sucks.
Until something actually goes wrong, that's entirely your fault.
John, now that a few of you have left and walked past the footprints, you see George himself has also very light footprints. So a being like George has left 1 set of light footprints.
Is something wrong with my feet? What are you staring at?
As in, you're not very heavy, so they're very, not indented footprints.
Are
like
they
another
just
townsfolk.
Are they just townsfolk's
tomatoes!
footprints?
Yes.
All right.
What? Anything okay?
They're your guys' footprints.
Huh?
There's a set of your footprints. There's a set of your
No.
footprints.
No. Footprints like George's.
Okay, I misunderstood
townsfolk.
what you meant by that. Okay, my bad. All right, so it's very similar
Someone
to
tall
your
and
our
lanky
friend
like George.
Very light.
So, friend?
Light footprints?
Yes.
You said that there were footprints going in and then out. When they go out, are they all still within a kind of group, or are they spreading out?
They were all within a group, yes.
Okay. And where do they coming out of this path?
Well, they kind of go back in the direction of the swamp.
Once again, it comes down to the swamp. Oh, all right.
To go back to swamp.
Yeah, that's
We
where
just
they are
left the
heading back.
swamp.
Yes.
Oh dear.
Somebody's climbing the tree. The island or whatever that's up there.
Oh, that'll probably be Ted, I think.
Maybe.
He seems pretty good. Fast to escape. If anybody, I don't think I mind him moving on alone for now.
So some
I believe I
problem
will
with
only
that
lag
line?
you behind with tracking these. I'll leave you to it.
All right.
My lord, it would be a lot easier if you were visible.
I will say this. I would like a situation report
Especially since you're like,
when you return to town.
Iona, who are you speaking to?
Safe travels.
Right, indeed.
oh, there's a new person,
This
but they
fucker.
prefer to cast illusions and keep themselves visible.
Oh, okay.
Oh well.
Uh,
Well, they have to do better at hiding their mana too, because I can see them. Kind of.
I couldn't see him, but
Can't
I can't
don't-
really do anything with magic,
mana?
so. All right.
Mana, magic energy, etc., etc.
I'm just an
Friend, when you have information, don't bring it to me. I'll probably call people back together for update.
Oh, okay, I thought this was more of a clear path. All right. Better.
That's not a chicken.
Are you a harpy?
Ryder. who
Right,
else was
that
it?
was
Yeah.
if I'm correct.
I was never doing anything. I think that's the airhead.
Mm.
Status report, what's going on up there? Who's up there? You know who's all up there?
But we kind of got lost because we started following our own footsteps, I think.
We're way ahead of you, actually. I found this iridescent dragon shell over in the nook over there. I came back to inform you I didn't find it.
I have it. Where did John go?
So, yeah.
Boop, boop.
In this general area.
So,
Mm-hmm.
apparently, Michael was just up there grabbing silver grass. That was it. He wasn't insulting Chen. George was, or not George. Ted was referring to
The footsteps was Erhard.
Chen 3 days ago.
Wait, what?
He has an iridescent scale. Erhard and 2 other people. But the ones.
The dragon's footsteps.
Well, the dragons was here. Unless you found regular footprints.
We found regular footprints.
Yes.
That's what you said, right?
So, this has been solved.
Your shoulder. It
The dragon was in there.
Yes.
That leads
The
deeper
dragon
into
seemed
the
to
forest.
prefer moving in a humanoid form. We figured it might have been their footsteps while they were humanoid.
Yeah, you may
Oh, so I was
actually
right.
make more use of this than I could.
Well then.
Was there anything?
I don't know.
Good landing. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Take the dragon scale. It's iridescent.
Oh,
You may make better use of this than I could. Maybe ask
That
us
is-
know more about it, or Lawrence.
really big.
Did you have any conversation with the dragon?
Wait,
It's
what is it?
relatively light. No, it wasn't here. It left before we
The
got there.
size of a quarter, Iona.
Understood.
Never mind.
Did you see what direction it left?
Wow, pretty. Look at that. It's in
I
your
believe
pocket
it
now,
went
much
deeper into
easier.
the
Well, that
forest.
was-
As
so-
you move the dragon sail,
Next time we see it, we should head this way.
Hunting
a dragon. Very intriguing choice of hobby.
Understood.
As the light touches it.
Not so much
Then,
hunting.
what we set out here to do is done. I'm going to start heading back.
My
This
goodness.
should make a
Very well.
beautiful
That would
gift.
probably be wise.
It would. A little
We
necklace.
don't want to stay out too long at this point,
I know other
especially with
people
him
have
around.
other.
Is there any more?
Imagine this
I know
just
other people have
being
other duties and
behind
such.
you
I
all the
expect them
time.
to.
Oh, what? I wonder how pretty they are.
Fuck
They're
on.
rainbows.
I see.
Okay.
Yeah, what all did you gather while you were out here, by the way, if I may ask?
Well, we
I'm
can't
being
deny they're
honest,
pretty creatures.
we've just been kind of gone a
really
wild
more.
goose chase. Shin
Just the
distracted
one
us with
thing.
the challenge.
Maybe I could use them
Amongst
as a
other
bonus.
things.
Like, I tried finding
I
you.
see.
Hang on.
I know
I apologize for that then.
walk in human
For
form,
a portion of
one
that.
lives
Yeah.
in-
I should have found you all out
Brilliant
here.
idea, Iona.
Earlier.
Yeah,
Sorry.
of course. Maybe,
I took
maybe.
two free falls
That would
today.
work.
Let us stop.
You're fine.
Okay, I
John.
guess I can just try casting again.
I will most likely
We
be
hope
heading
to-
back to town.
letting you know, we hope
The
to have a
objective
meeting
was
after when we're all
complete.
back.
I know you have other jobs to do.
Find creatures.
Would you still want
Two
backup
things. Number
in
one,
the
an actual
distance?
coordinated plan.
No,
There's
I'll be
decisions
fine.
that need to be made for
By the primordial
everyone,
catastrophes.
and everyone needs to have a voice in it.
One of
At
two
least I
I look
things will
forward
be
to hearing an
true.
update about how that goes.
I'll let you
Were you
know.
there for the meeting we had a few days ago?
Would you
Apparently,
like
I
my
was
help?
right about the
Catch up
dragon
secondhand.
being able to go into humanoid form, though.
Sorry, I couldn't hear
Was
you.
that
Can
we
you
were to
repeat
set up
that?
defenses for the train, gather resources,
Let me quickly.
and discover anything here that could be of use, and to try to make contact with the Fae
I would offer
for assistance.
my coat. It is inlaid with dragon scales. Donated by that dragon over here.
We may just
You can have the scale armor under my coat as extra protection if you would like.
I don't need
It is the best I can offer.
And I got
We have
nothing.
something.
Pulls out and puts on his mask.
Anything, no
I have
I'll tell you
this.
about it in a minute, but first
I'll
we
be
should
fine.
probably ensure that everyone just gets back
They're
safely.
gone.
I see.
Yeah.
I doubt they can still see me after I use it. So
Yeah.
Well, it was worth a try.
Yes.
I cast the same spell that helped us find
Alright,
David's head.
well.
And
I will not be at the bathhouse.
kind of limited range.
I will see you back in town.
I will see you. I promise I will be back
gone.
in town.
it's nowhere, at least
Alright,
conceivable in the
let's head back. There's no need to endanger everyone anymore.
Or at least one of those crystals.
All those going back, we're going back now.
Okay.
So, if there's any more tasks that you wish to accomplish, we can do this on the way back. Otherwise, we should probably head out of danger.
Right, of course.
If anything,
researching
hopefully
that spell
one of the
that tells me the
crystals fell
history
off of it
objects.
as it was flying
Wait,
away.
no, I cast that already on a rock.
Oh,
correct. There's some kind of scale.
on my weapon.
A fun idea.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah, it was
we can
just
do
one,
that
but
back
I'm
at
not
the,
sure.
at the town.
We should keep it for research first. If there's any
Hey,
more
friend.
that is discovered and obtained, then by all means.
John is going to try to go to the spot where they originally seen Shin, to try to have a talk with him.
I don't remember where that is, unless you mean up there, where the Featherfall Rock is.
No. That spot that's on the main trail when you first come in, and you there's steps that go up where the spider lady used to be. Where that near the camp. How about
Kinda.
just the camp?
Okay.
That's it. I'm going off into the forest. Shut the fuck up, you damn vampire bastard. You're not going anywhere. Alright, Dracula.
Oh, I can't go that way.
What?
Yeah, new guy's a vampire.
Really?
Oh, hi, George.
Oh, hello there.
Why, yes, I am.
Okay.
Well,
I'll ask questions later.
Over here.
Why would you lead us down here? This is a dead
We're
end.
heading to go talk to Shin.
Oh no.
Yes, I'm still going to talk to Shin alone.
All right.
I'll be back in town after I'm done. I promise I'll be back. I don't think he's going to do it.
He has no reason to do anything. Plus, even if he does, I trust your abilities. Well, get away.
He was here last. Oh. Glad you remembered that I wanted to speak to you.
Yes. Did not mean to drop in on you.
No.
What can I do for you, John?
No. I wanted to ask.
Yes.
Is it true you lost someone?
Yes. I've lost many.
I can understand that pain. I had a wife. We were together for about 2 years. She was taken from me. Not only her, but mostly by magic users that greedy and nothing but more and more power and knowledge, was willing to do anything for that watering of power. In my pain, I went after them. I made them pay, and I never stopped. Continue. I let my hatred, pain, carry on to mages in general. Everything I to kill. Mage that wouldn't lie and stop. Felt it with. Thought it's what everyone happened to anyone to have that kind of power again. Someone that other people cared about. Kill people. I don't know the circumstance. Happened. Understand the pain. Did. And they almost repeat the same steps in town. Town has a way of changing. Change over time for me. All I'm saying is keep an open mind, right? And at the very least, no killing in town. No people in the Fae. Maybe they might.
They're waiting for you, you know. They want to know you're safe. They worry that I'm going to do something to you. But as I told George, I will not kill anyone in town, even if they. I was requested to handle such things in the forest. Town is your safe space. Fine.
To be honest, yes, they were worried that but you
I see no reason to.
Honest
Do you?
and sincere. No, I do not think you have. I have total trust that you would try to harm me.
There's no reason to. You're a member of the town of Sundial.
May
The
I
only
ask
beings I've killed have been Fae.
one last question? I know I asked.
You may. There's no problems with asking questions, John. Do not let whatever Ted says convince you of misinformation, whether he believes it or not.
May I see your sundial?
You may. Again, as I've pulled it out in town before, it is a small stone sundial. It is very old.
Can John tell if there's any deception that he's giving off right now when he says that?
What are you looking for?
Anything in either the way the sundial looks or any of his mannerisms, facial movements, eyes, anything that gives off that he's trying to be deceptive or lying in any way?
I don't know how well I come across as it, but I imagine I jitter here and there in VR. It's hard to be perfectly still. Shen is a being who is still when he chooses to be. His face does not move. He looks at you. And the sundial? It is a simple stone sundial. Knowing, out of character, everyone's sundials look different. But they're all sundials. And it is what you see. A stone sundial.
I appreciate you indulging me, allowing me time to give my story. I hope you give it some thought.
No, yes, I have. There have been many people like you. Like me. We are not an uncommon story in the grand scheme of things, John.
No, we are not.
And I have no reason to be on your bad side. As I've said, I am one of the true companions and allies to the town. I may handle things differently, but I've always been upfront about it. Whatever you all say and believe, I don't know. It seems you townsfolk have a way with words, remembering things correctly or incorrectly. It is your choice.
Well, I do remember the void fungus that you are going to give me. Give me the actual. Could have been upfront about not wanting.
Well, when I learned that it was going to be used to kill the tree, something that would be bad for everyone. Hence why I also stepped in to stop the pink miasma from spreading. Bad for everyone. Whether you knew or not, I won't know, and I won't push. You have already made your choice, as have I. So?
I honestly
Anything else?
knew it would kill the tree. But the tree kind of conveniently left out certain facts, like the fact that if it died, the entire forest died.
John, have you seen what it looks like when a Fey force dies? I have. My kind have killed force before. For strategic purposes, for hunger. Reasons even I don't know. But it's not pretty.
I don't imagine it would. And if I knew that part of it, I wouldn't have given it the void fungus.
Yes. But we are aligned now, at least to a point. How much I don't know. You still have touches of Fae on all of you. But when a Fae has been in your town for so long, and you've interacted with the reps, the representatives, pardon my language, they will always have a grasp on you. I see yours as well. But things change. So, let us hope it's for the better. Anything else?
Leave yourself open for change.
I am always making choices, John. I am always changing.
And maybe
Remember, I'm nicer than my sister when it comes to things regarding the Fae. And I don't know if I told you that, but I told someone it. Perhaps Iona seems to have quite a disdain for me now, which I understand. Some people take lessons in a bad way. But as long as they learn, that is what matters. Your friends are still waiting for you.
It appears
Maybe
so.
time to go.
I hope you have a good...
Yes, you as well, John.
Eric?
There you are.
What the hell is that?
Hey, by the way, I don't think we met yet.
What is that thing?
John, you're being followed.
Oh,
Or not.
there
I'm
it goes.
Kobold Cleric
Well,
of
then
Zero.
Vandal.
I wouldn't question it.
I'm sorry?
They're being chased by a tree.
He's your
Well, then
turn.
Vandal,
Bush
yeah.
just ran by. How did it go?
Evandalia?
Well, as you can see, I am
Being
dead
followed
right
by
now.
a tree. That's a weird
I was
Ervan.
killed.
Everyone,
He
please,
instantly
I'm
cut my
speaking.
head off.
Oh,
Vandalia.
Don't be sarcastic now,
I
John.
get
Just
the
cut the-
point.
If there's no
I'm glad
immediate
you're okay.
information that needs to be
Let's go
shared,
back to town.
It's okay.
Then
I'm
let's
sorry
go
for
back
teasing
to
you.
town
I
together.
appreciate your concern.
Yes,
It's just
I agree.
as dangerous as
We
a
can
lot of
talk back
people
on
think
town.
about Shin, it's not in his best interest of killing me in front of everyone.
Oh, it's Adam. It's been a minute since I've seen
I'll
Adam.
take
Adam, how are you
Yes,
doing?
that's
You
a
doing
yes.
good?
Hi, Adam.
No. We are just all heading back to town.
Oh, good to know.
There's still a few people out there, but we are mostly returning.
Boo 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 boo. Boo 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 boo. Boo 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 boo. Okay, I need to check on something real quick.
I'm gonna do that thing where I immediately disappear and wait at the tree.
Oh, he disappeared. Understandable. You can't get away with it.
Friends.
The lines on the
Friends.
What's up, anime ghost?
Yay.
I got myself working. What was you trying to say? I know it was the injury thing.
I was just gonna say your legs are a bit banged up and they got some scratches.
George, the floating
Oh.
soul.
Okay.
Oh, wait, I know.
I'm sorry. My headset apparently
I'm just really happy about
overheated.
this. You know?
California heat.
It's very fun to mess
Plus,
around.
I
two
know,
computers
trust
in
me.
one room.
No, it's my actual head. Can't you tell?
No, I got it. I'm in California too. Don't politics. You can't help that. You're okay.
By the way, the lines on my lens are completely gone now. Now that we're
Alright, well thank you. You're forgiven.
3 hours in almost.
It's so weird.
Yeah, when we were loading, I could see it's completely gone. So I don't know what it is. It's super weird.
Yeah.
I wonder if Evie would know, because Evie does a lot of tech stuff like that.
Yeah, let's go.
Thank you.
Tech support, Grandpa. Boop.
By the way, friend.
Yeah.
I'm guessing you gave that person the boot.
No.
Yeah.
Not gonna.
Yeah, they were sitting in my chat. They were sitting in my chat, and they asked if they could join, and I told them specifically this is a drop-in, drop-out roleplay. It's public, so anyone can jump in. You just need to read the rules before you come in and make sure that you're here to just have a good time. And then the first thing they do is come in with an enormous wolf, go right up to Ted, and start doing stuff. And I'm like, well, there you go.
Well, yep.
They should have read the rules
I was
as
wondering.
instructed.
I was
They
wondering who
were
that person was at first. I was
handled.
like, what the fuck is that?
Listen, there's plenty of times where I just wanted to be some entity in the woods and just like do things with y'all, but I had to always ask for permission. It's just what you do.
Indeed.
They were also a desktop
a little
user
bit.
too.
Yeah,
A little bit of
that was
decorum.
you know? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, they saw a kobold, they saw a lizard, and they're like, my people.
True.
I do have somebody else in here saying, hello, I'm a renowned scientist from Kenya, and I'm studying your subspecies, the furries. Could you provide me information about your kid?
Whoa. You need to interact with that guy. I heard they got a lot of money.
Yeah.
I got one of those in my email the other day. In my spam, it was someone from the UK saying that they found somebody was dead in America, but they had a huge inheritance that couldn't go somewhere. So I just need to give them a small deposit and share a bank account, and they could get me millions.
Incredible.
And I'm like,
And you did it, right? You're a millionaire now, right?
Yeah.
People still do this?
That's incredible.
Why are rat squeaking? Stop that. It sounds like a little bicycle.
I'm a little rat. I've been fiddling with my controls because for some reason the rat should squeak when I do a certain thing, but it's doing it when I do something else. So I don't know.
Oh no.
All right, I'm getting back
You're
in.
just being annoying, so we go back into the.
This conversation is headed
Did
nowhere.
you call me annoying?
What'd you say?
Oh my god.
You can't say that to me. How dare you? Get over here. I'll bite your face.
You can't just say shit
I'm
like
at
that,
least
man.
a couple heads taller than you.
Come on,
I
George,
think
get your head in the
I
game.
think the head is the only thing Nurta can actually fight and win.
Nobody. The wind.
Imagine actually having an invisibility toggle.
There we go. Thank you for clipping that. God, I love Iona's. She's so good. Like, she's so good. She's so talented. Or they are so talented.
You might get more business from it.
How the hell am I gonna get more business from selling a ship? What the fuck?
Who says you're gonna sell it?
They are back. Yay.
More tomorrow.
Of course,
Mostly
of course.
two team sports.
There's a rat.
You have a team here, a team here.
Oh,
Team
dear.
Nice.
Um,
Looks like they have the one that plays Iona, the one with the big huge mage at. They are very talented. Like I can't remember if you were the one that clipped it or if it was someone else, But that rewind, and she goes, "What the fuck?" That was such a good. Yeah, Lineback's back. Hell to the fuck yeah.
Of what an object could or used to be.
Always
I
hate
tried
how
casting
that
it on the
portal
rock in the
works.
defender's tents, but I might be able to try
So,
and
Joel, I'm
cast
sorry,
that on the scale. See its
John?
recent history.
You may. I do recommend
Did you have a good
discussing,
conversation?
or talking to,
I like to think we did, yes.
what is their name? Fizwick. There we go. I recommend you talk to
You gonna
Fizwick
have
with
your
the
meeting?
scale. But yes, I don't mind that. I'm
No,
leaving it in your
like
hands
it's
since
going to take several
you're more-
talks before we get to that
You
point.
have more expertise with magic.
All right,
Speaking of
well,
which,
just
I may need
making
to talk to you
sure.
about
I
that.
didn't, go behind your back like a tattletale. I
Talks
just
need to be had, apparently.
letting her to know what you were up to, so she wasn't getting concerned.
Like I was kind of
Alright.
telling you, as a salesperson, you probably know that, you don't start off with your,
Check up on Eska.
you take steps.
You're right.
So
I agree, 100%.
That's kind of what I'm
Do you
doing.
think we should do it today, or do you
Okay,
think we
just
can
making
wait for
sure.
tomorrow to do a meeting with everyone?
Do you think there is anything worth having a larger conversation about at this point? With how talking and such.
Not really. I mostly did the talking. He listened, and I had the sensation that he was actually listening.
I'm gonna run to the den and get your thing, okay?
Thank you. Could you bring it over to the blacksmith's area?
Gotcha.
Then I suppose at some other note, I am still going to discuss with people simply how to protect against them. I will look after that aspect. I hope conversation still goes well.
Well, he assured me that he will not make any more killings in town. And that the town is a safe place.
Any more killings, particularly to the townfolk? There is wedding in wordplay here.
His specific is that the town is a safe space. It's a space where no one should be. And that if it does... He assured me that if it does target or try to kill anyone, it would be in the forest. Which
Something that
would
also
be
needs to
only the
be-
Fae, basically. Not any townsfolk.
We also need to come to a public consensus on how we wish to handle him and other people, as well as the other aligning factions. We're caught in between a lot of sides right now.
The unfortunate thing is that it's hard to tell if his Sundial is legitimate. The only way to actually tell is to attack him in town, and that's not a wise idea.
Perhaps you could entice people with order magic to do investigation on the nature of Sundial. Maybe there is a way to observe these things with order affinity to understand whether or not this is of the same nature.
Something else.
I mean,
that
I've never
needs to
used
be
my magic in that way. I can give it a shot.
Something else that needs to
Order
be
seems to
considered is
be
the
good
fact
for
that
knowledge.
Shen used our unorganization against us today, and completely, basically sidetracked us on our entire goal.
Which is not all that undifferent. If we are going to kind of judge him on that, then how many times has that happened with the Fae? I can tell you
But
a
hang on,
lot
did
of
he?
times.
Because Shin loves to do this shit where he talks about, honor and dignity and all that shit. And he went and knocked George's head off, and we together looked for it. I think that'd be something he'd actually like, the fact that we all did it together.
I'm not stating as if it's a thing against him. Honestly, what he did was very smart if he did do it, but still honorable. At the end of the day, I'm just mostly talking about us maybe organizing a little bit better because people get lost a lot in there.
It's hard to organize when people run off on their own. It's just something that happens.
I'm just thinking maybe organizing teams and sticking to the teams might be a good idea.
The problem
Again,
with that is
we have organized teams before.
Yes. You could do that with the defenders. You have an organization, you have a hierarchy, you have ways of following orders, but the townsfolk are civilians. They are, they're not beholden to any one organization or hierarchy. There's not even a mayor in town. So everyone's going to do what's in their best interest.
It just
I would let's put this forth. I would like information to be streamlined. I'm willing to take up this position of trying to make sure that is held.
We have a town board, and we do, at least we used to have town meetings where we would discuss issues. We haven't been doing that lately, I don't think, because, well, plenty of people
A
would
town board does not replace a magistrate or anyone of an organizing manner. Though it is still very helpful.
That's true.
I think a group
Typically,
talking
under the
about the
laws.
betterment of the town and organizing amongst themselves as to some of the next steps that should be done should be something that is probably on the top of our priority list, if I'm being honest.
Though.
Oh, of course.
But I think it is important that we have another meeting very soon. Perhaps tomorrow. I am willing to organize this. I'll put it on the meeting board and utilize these tools. I have an idea for some other weapons that are needed as an artificer. I would put forth a flare. Have you used a flare before?
A flail?
Flare.
It is a projectile that you can shoot forth, lit up with magnesium.
flare.
It will be a bright thing up in the sky. You can color it differently and using different metals and elements to signal different things.
We've used different things. We've used similar things back in my military where we would projectile smoke up into the air, actually, and the smoke's color would identify the situation. Green being all clear, red being danger zone, need extraction, things like that.
It is like a more advanced Brazil. Though, this is something I will personally be bringing separate from organizing a meeting to a meeting if we have one tomorrow.
Hello.
Very well.
Welcome back.
If you or anyone else you know has anything that they would like to bring forth or would like assistance of helping with that cannot simply be discussed on a board, I think that would be a good way to spread news. I will put the thing up on a board. I will organize a meeting at the guild.
My idea might be a little obvious, but I do actually have an idea as to how to handle Shin should the worst come to happen.
And that would be?
He specifically seeks to drain the tree. I'm just going to call it its source, right?
Yes.
Something that can't be looked something that can't be looked over is the fact that what was her name? Titania? Something that can't be looked over is her soldiers. They can drain him of his energy. If we can pin him down, hold him down long enough for a few of them to go in and siphon him away, we might be able to weaken him to the point where our attacks will actually start to damage him.
The problem is Titania has not been around, because he's always been around Oberon, and Oberon's been gone.
Which is why, unless we actually make a focus of communication in some way, her soldiers, anyone, we're going to be left without her.
We need to get Oberon back if you want that plan to work. What's your plan for getting Oberon back?
I would need more information about him and other things. Again, I'm a bit of a new one here.
He ain't coming back. Not till Shin's gone.
Right.
It's too dangerous for him. Or any of the Fae really to be here.
No, I know that for a fact.
Negotiations need to be made for at least the utilization of our soldiers. That's
he
what we
sent
need
a
to
message
happen.
along. He's not coming back until Shen's gone.
And we need their soldiers to make sure that can happen.
Well, the problem is that
Well, they
means
did
there's a
send us those butterfly
catch-22
soldiers.
situation. You need the soldiers for that to happen, but in order to get the soldiers, you need Titania back. In order to get Titania back, you need Oberon, but you can't get Oberon because you need the soldiers, etc.
So, if possible, maybe a small diplomacy team can negotiate a meeting with her. In secret, if possible.
Okay, but you need to get Oberon first, before you can meet with her. She's not coming back until Oberon's back. They're a kind of a package deal.
I have a quick question.
That I did not know.
At the building with the meeting table and such, who owns this? Is it alright if I start putting things around on tables and organizing documents?
It belongs to Michael and Wayne.
Oh, I didn't know that.
That building there with the round table, it belongs to the what was it? The trading guild, or I forget what they called themselves.
Merchants
Guild? But it belongs to Michael.
Oh, it's a merchant there.
It's more like a transportation guild in a way. I think that. Wayne, what
Then I
was
would
your
want
guild
to
called?
organize these also. We need a place to organize our receipts.
What happened?
Adventurers Guild?
The Adventurers Guild, yes. It's the Adventurers Guild building. That's what it is. So
I'm
yes,
gonna
we
go
do typically
take a
have town
nap for
meetings
a
there.
little minute and get ready to probably head to the bathhouse if I can at some point. I need a bath. I'll see you all tomorrow.
When?
If I'm allowed there.
Alright.
Of course.
Then...
I would like to utilize that space to organize our receipts and information that you're willing to bring forth so that we can plan properly for different situations. Have it all documented. That way, if there's any issues, we can read on these and update people by providing these receipts. Would the Adventurers Guild be a suitable location for this?
Probably. Again, I talked to Michael. I think he's down there somewhere. The one with the red hair.
I'll go organize this if I can. If not, it's simply where this information is stored. That is all.
Alright.
I'll leave you to your research and reconvening with others. Thank you for talking to me.
Of course.
I'm glad you're okay.
I got a question for you.
I'll actually walk with you.
And I gotta tell you something.
Continue talking about.
Alright, what's your question?
So, hang on a second. Do you think Shen's telling the truth about him losing his wife or whatever? Wife, partner, whatever it is, we don't know.
I don't know that yet.
Okay.
I
That's
told
fine.
him my story. Told him how I lost someone. He's very hard to read. He is completely in control of his facial expressions. I feel like he is a man that you have to push him to the very edges of emotion for catch him off guard or for him to show anything that he doesn't want you to see. So
True, and you gotta watch out for that edge because that's how I got my mouth, fucked up, so.
So, I would have to wait to see. I did not want to pry and try to force any details about it the first time. So that might be something I try to get the next time we talk.
I know that you might think I'm sort of against whatever you're doing, because I don't know what you're doing, and I don't like it, to be honest. But I do encourage you to keep talking to him.
That is what I am doing. That's what I tried to explain to you. The first step is to talk to him, and it's not just
I'm just
a
making
single
sure
talk.
we're clear.
It's multiple talks.
Yes.
It will be a very
That's
long
fine.
time before the next part of it.
That's fine. All right.
Things have to be de-escalated, and put at a point where those talks can happen. It's not going to happen. Right
You're
away.
talking to a guy who literally talks all his life.
That's why I
get
was
it.
hoping
I
that you
agree.
understood and got it, but
I do.
apparently you didn't. Well, that's not the impression that Nerta got when you told her what was going on.
Well, then Nerta took my words in a different way.
Nerta got the impression that we were jumping to the very last thing. So, anyway,
No.
I will let you go. I know you need to talk to Wayne. The game of telephone. Or, wait, fuck. My world doesn't have a telephone. Ah, shit. The game of sending stones. It's a very tricky game in Sundial. Got to be very careful about who you tell what.
I will make Nick a guard attachment. So knowing the length between here and here, very good.
Okay.
I can make sure
I can
protect you.
I can come by tonight before I head to bed. It'll be a few hours from now, but I'll come by and we'll get some measurements going.
Understood.
All
I'll
right.
happily
Farewell.
start
Good luck.
working on it in a prototype material so I can get it fitted.
Thank you.
So. Hello.
Keep practicing, okay?
Interesting.
I'm not a dog.
Hello, Nikolai. Is there anything that's wrong?
You got a long way to go yet. Oh well.
That's a
So
doge.
far, so
Nikolai,
good.
hello.
That's alright. That's
What's
good.
a doge?
There's mishaps in forest, but everything was sorted. There was a dragon
Thankfully.
that flew over, but all we managed to find was wet-head.
Yeah, but it's a dog still.
What's
What?
bougie?
No, it's a doge.
The dragon.
It's
a dog.
one of Fox's wife told us it means fancy.
So,
Thankfully,
Could
no
be
one
good, helpful.
So why don't you just say fancy?
Yeah, because if someone.
I don't know, because saying bougie's fancier than saying fancy. You wouldn't get.
Oh, me too.
What?
You wouldn't get it.
Mahogany. But certainly.
I think she tasted the floor
I don't
too
get
hard.
it.
Some more commissions I'm going to work on. Prototyping them throughout the night.
What?
If there's any
What are you doing? What?
necessary tools, so on, so forth. We'll happily get to
Is this
those.
floor okay to stand on?
Repairs take priority before the prototype.
I'm just gonna.
What's going on with the wood?
I have no
Could
clue.
be some hammers and some axes
You-
and whatnot.
You do know that
Good.
we have. You
I'm
do know that we had
fine.
at least 4 ingots. And then there's the one.
I'm
Okay, I've seen a lot
fine.
of things, and that is on the list of fine things. I would not put that.
Yeah,
It's
she's under the
completely
floorboards. She's gonna find the bodies.
I have created these dowels last
The
night
what?
for the
Oh,
I'm not gonna do that.
we're gonna have to
I'm
take
not a
care of
body
her.
scavenger. That's so cruel. Besides, there's only bones down there. For meaty things.
Wonderful, wonderful. Then I guess I have some work to do.
Oh, never mind. She didn't find
I mean,
that.
I don't mind a bone, but I prefer if the bone had meat on it.
Did you put the bodies there?
Getting more powerful ore for nefarious purposes.
Nah.
Adventuring purposes is always helpful.
Okay.
I'm checking.
Well, in that case, then, Hubrock?
Yeah, that's
Yeah, I don't know what
that's
that is.
not a
Black sounds
normal
good.
harpy thing.
Does it bite back when
At least I don't think it is.
That's weird.
Person melt into boards like that before.
Carefully, it will blow up in my face.
Yeah, let's not let that happen at all.
No, please stay safe.
Oh.
Oh.
Do not worry, I have a mask. It will protect my face.
Good.
I would not take such risk with such gorgeousness.
No, that'd be quite a shame. Oh, what type
look
of
like
girl, I
you.
wonder?
You would be twinning.
You know, we can be the cadaver crew regardless of you having a bone face like me.
Cadaver
it's fine.
crew.
Cadaver crew.
I need to put my stuff away. I need to start writing notes.
Yes, of course.
Have any of you seen Michael?
Yes.
Michael,
last time I saw him, he was at the tree with Ted.
Oh, wonderful.
All the way back up there.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Do you want me
I'll
to
go
go and
there
get him
soon.
for
I
you?
need to stop carrying this shield.
Yeah, it is quite cumbersome
Good
looking.
idea.
I'll go get him.
Wait, can't they fly?
Sometimes they like
yeah,
exercising. You know, it's like
And I'm back.
you know
No,
they
I'm
want to
back.
work out their legs as much as their arms. You know.
That explains why some harpies that I've seen have like very spindly legs when they fly, and it's incredibly hilarious just seeing them soar through the air.
Yeah, if they just focus on their arms, it's like working out. I mean, when you work out for your training and stuff, you don't just have like work on your arms and that's it. You know, because you swing arms.
Yeah, you gotta do the squats.
Yeah,
You gotta do all that.
yeah, you got to work on your legs, especially harpies. You know, I've seen some harpies that have legs so strong that they can grab you, like their claws can grab right into your shoulders and fly you off.
Dig into you and take you, yeah.
Yeah. Gotta have really strong feet and
Gotta practice your
legs
squats
in
so you
order to do that.
can hit that. Did it do it? In order to hit that,
I'm
solid.
trying to do a slut drop.
Come on, do it.
Just a backflip.
He thought I was gonna do it.
Quite amusing.
Yeah, I was really expecting it.
I knew it was a ruse from the beginning, but it's still funny.
Oh god, Rips, what the fuck?
What?
Just looked like you got possessed by a fucking demon for a minute.
It's probably that illusion magic I was trying to do in my brain.
Imagine doing illusion magic in your brain instead of just doing it.
I mean,
Points up and
I
fireworks
just learned how
fly out of his finger.
I just learned how to do this Eldritch Blast.
Intriguing.
I can do this.
Wooden
Yeah, but that's a
chair.
corporeal object. You can actually sit on that.
Yeah.
Yes, it's motivating.
Oh wait, they got the knife back. Did you find that rat and kick its ass?
I brokered
Yes.
a deal with the King of Rats.
The harpies hate it. Or a rat.
We ate it.
So what was this deal?
I gave it a silver coin and a cracked red gem I found out in the forest like a week ago.
Wonderful.
Wait,
And they gave me the knife.
what is everything
It's
that's
kind of a lot for just
in
a knife.
squishy?
Well, there's quite the array, you see, John.
It's full of good
There's an
stuff.
apple, some dragon bone, a core, tiny torture equipment, and a knife.
Why do they have a torture equipment and a knife? What are you training Squishy to do?
Well, the knife is for self-defense purposes. The torture equipment
Obviously.
is because the shadlings wanted to torture somebody, and they put it in them.
Very smart. Very smart.
I mean, it's not really
They were
smart
trying
when
to torture Nim, or are they trying to?
Not them. Just I don't remember who. I don't remember why. It's just I heard that the Shadlings had. Like they're the ones who had it originally.
There you go.
But it's kind of a dumb idea because the Shadlings need to find Nim with their torture equipment, and Nim's typically bound to you or someone else and being touted around.
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if like they just put it in there and Nim just fucked off before they could take it back.
Yeah, that would make some sense.
What?
Interesting.
Again.
Fuck! I didn't get hit by that while I was coming down.
Yeah, I saw that. It was like right here. You would have been like.
So am I to assume that the iridescent on your front, Ayano is going to get that testy?
Yes.
Yeah, hey, hi, hello. Dragon just went that way.
Yeah, we all saw it.
Okay, good.
That was the crystalline
Did
one
it drop
again.
any crystals?
Very hard to miss.
Motherfucker. You know what? I'm gonna slap you. It's specific for the people that's, write their names and then put it on.
I do have that. I just don't have it on me.
Everything.
I'd have to ask where it is.
It's fine.
I think it might be in the
When they refused to provide that or said they couldn't, I will admit, quite shamefully, I shot several of them. And I saw they couldn't die, and as well as me having the side of my neck bitten out and finding out I couldn't die. Yes, needless to say, my state of mind was not proper. So,
Gotcha. You had a rough entry.
No worries, you'll heal soon, lad. Don't worry about that. No, I can't go with you. I have had the conversation.
Yeah, sorry, I was just going to ask where it was, and then I was seeing if I could grab it myself.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't interact.
Only on that
bunch of
side,
pillows,
right?
they close their eyes and go like.
I don't care.
So you see stuff on this side, right?
Next
So-
step
on the
forward.
side.
So that means
Can't see you.
that means that
Okay, so you can't see anything from that side.
that means they have a sense of feeling.
I got a
Sounds
weird
about right.
request. Or weird question.
Yeah, they can feel it if you poke them as
Yeah,
well.
Do you have beetles?
No, he shot me with
Interesting.
magic, I think, and I can't see
I do not
out of
keep live
my
Try
eyes.
poking them.
What?
Do you have dead beetles?
Everything
So,
on this
like-
side is just.
Okay, so
blurry.
like
Probably 3 or
Oh, it's just
4
like-
like
wait,
under
it's
the
like
car.
Like move your
blurry,
finger.
so you can still kind
Just do it.
Yeah, you didn't
of
specify.
Combine them?
But you don't like.
Sure.
It's like
What are you offering?
2 gold coins.
Okay, so describe what it looks like. So it's like pitch black or something. Because
You know
might,
what? I'll
might
take
be
it.
eating cannibals.
I'm just
Yeah, technically it's just like pitch black.
Here
That's
you
very
go.
interesting.
Forget me. It's all yours.
Here's 2 gold coins. I'm gonna slide them over to you. Here you go.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for your purchase.
The chair.
Appreciate
Tomatoes chair, just sitting right there. Just left it.
So stupid.
Is there someone up there?
I saw a glimpse of someone. I just thought it was some random person.
Magic. That sucks. And it's itchy and it hurts.
Well, I'm gonna go to Ted and I'm gonna go.
Why don't we find
Oh, I need to find George. Do you know where George went?
No. I was gonna look for him in other subs hub. They might be there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I believe George is still on top.
Yeah.
Ah, fuck.
Yeah, keep going. It's all right. I know you can't see from this side.
I can't. Wait.
What?
Very well.
Nothing. Nothing.
What?
Haven't seen you for a
Okay.
while.
Where'd he go?
Yes, we haven't seen you in quite some time.
I guess I keep myself busy all the time treasure hunting. I just, find my ways around undetected.
Where are they going now?
I heard a lot of stuff happen in this crazy old town here. Quite exciting.
Oh yeah, you missed everything. You missed a giant orb that cheap shot at me out of a watermelon. I got shot in the eye. There's a dragon going on around. I'm still hungry.
Of course you're hungry. And no matter what, the end of time will be here, and you will still be hungry. You'll always be hungry.
I can't catch the Leviathan.
Yeah, show him.
Oh yeah, that Leviathan.
No, you can't eat the Leviathan when you catch it.
I'm not eating the Leviathan, no. Wait, what?
I just gotta make
Why
some
would you say
armor out of
I
it.
eat the Leviathan?
Did you eat everything?
Out of it.
Wait, the Leviathan?
Then feed
Probably
the meat
That
to
doesn't
it,
mean
yes.
I don't really even like eating fish.
They test it. He was poisonous.
Yeah, but you eat everything.
Just wait for me to chop up
Yeah,
the
but
meat.
even like
See if
eating
it's even
fish.
edible. I'll cook it too.
What?
If we disguise the flavor of the fish, you would probably eat it. I guarantee that.
What do you mean?
You mean that
Oh,
you
whatever.
eat
I don't
everything
even
in
like
sight?
fish as much.
You're so hungry.
Just vegetation, like flowers and roses. Roses
Eat
taste
the
really
grass.
good. And that sentient apple that they got from that tree.
Do you have
Which I hope is not
grass
poison.
salad?
There's a sentient apple.
I like dried. I
What?
like dry grass. Yes.
I can tell that you
So
eat
there you go,
everything.
you eat everything.
It's all going through your tail. I told you that, and I'm honestly.
Oh my God! Here we go
Look
again.
at it. It's gotten
I hate
bigger.
this. Every
Look,
day.
look.
Yeah,
It's,
no, it's fine.
No.
We need to take him to the hospital. Honestly, it's all good. You just gotta take him to the hospital. It'll be all fine. Be all good.
like it did get bigger again, right? I'm not imagining that. I'm pretty sure it got bigger again.
Yeah, it did. They got much
What
larger.
character is Effie
They
around?
get much larger.
Mhm.
I saw her earlier as the Shadling, but I wouldn't know where she went. Alright, don't worry about it.
You know if you have any... Is there any way to tell if a sundial is legitimate? Like a true sundial that was given by the town?
Then try to stab the person.
Other than that? Like, is there a way of using
Not that
either
I know of, no.
one sundial to tell if another one is legitimate? Is there... I know back in the old town we had that monument that you could use your sundial on. Is there anything similar in this new town that would only work if you had the sundial?
Not that I can think of, but hang on, actually. Technically speaking, I assume this is about the dragon.
Yes.
If you could somehow trick them onto, let's say, a boat in the harbor, and you go out the 50 meters or so into the bay, if they don't have a sundial, the barrier shouldn't hold them back.
I see.
We've had that one captain come in from outside, and they didn't have a sundial. They seemed to be fine. So I would assume only people with a sundial cannot leave.
I see. Although, wouldn't that mean that if he's had that for a very long time, and he's had that in the previous towns, wouldn't that mean that he would never have left in the first place?
Well, technically yes, but also you all can leave into the forest, can't you? So there are ways out, it's just that that specific way is not the same.
Well, I mean, we can go into the forest, but we can't get out of the forest. It's basically like the town controls where we can go and where we can't.
But in the first town, the barrier and the valley were two entirely different things, weren't they?
They were.
I don't think the forest itself has the barrier, otherwise you couldn't hurt each other in there. I think the forest keeping you in there sort of a thing the forest does, not the town.
But
actually, maybe you should ask Eska about the specifics. She should know, shouldn't she?
Yes. I'll ask Eska.
Other than that, if you don't want to test it with the barrier, there is nothing per se that was like the monument. So unless you want to fight him or try to harm him or something like that, I wouldn't know what you can do otherwise.
I'd rather not harm him. I just want to see if he's telling me the truth about his sundial being legitimate.
Actually, never mind that, because thinking about it more, you probably can't harm him at all.
That's why I not even trying that as a plan for trying to tell, because not only would that incur multiple problems, I'm sure that if we attack him, his sister would be very pissed off and might take out the entire town if he doesn't himself. Then there's the fact that
I just mean more like... Go ahead.
I think you're thinking the same thing that which is my second point, which is he's so, being a dragon, he's so incredibly strong. His scales are probably tough enough that even if I were to stab him, it probably wouldn't go through anyway.
Yes, exactly. You wouldn't know if it's the barrier preventing damage or if it's just him.
Exactly. So that's why I'm trying to find alternate ways of telling whether his sundial's accurate.
Well, I'm not sure.
I guess I could always go to him
was the red flowers, but that require him to, like, leave his body, his soul, so that's not happening.
Is there any repercussions for one that has a sundial that attacks another person with a sundial? Like, I know a person that has a sundial can't be harmed, but is there anything that happens to the other person that has the sundial that's trying to harm someone else that has a sundial?
Not that I know of. Like, if you do it enough, maybe at some point the town would decide that it had enough and take yours away. But it's not like it's gonna be magically, like, blinding you or something. Or, like, putting you in a timeout cage. You just can't do it.
Exactly. Alright. I'll try talking with Eska.
If you want to go down that road, the only other thing I can think of, the entire town protection with the sundials and such falls more into the realm of actual magicians. So our learned people in town would probably be able to think of something. Maybe a magical signature or something on the sundial, maybe to like see if it does anything. Try to find a common thing between them all. Maybe they conduct magic really well or something.
I can try checking with both Iona and Fizwick. Fizwick's been working on dealing with the ink, so if he's using the ink to make it look it, then maybe he can use that. And Iona's magic, she could try to tell if it's actually legitimate or if it's illusion magic. So I might try that.
Yes, you had to ask an actual mage. I can't really help with that.
Right.
The more academic sorts might be able to tell something if you compare your own sundials.
Thank you. You've been a great help. As payment for your information, I will let you know for sure if we find out whether it is legitimate or information for information.
You have fun with that.
Of course, thank you.
Of course.
She is. Iona.
I need somewhere near silent and somewhere not many people go so I can be able to focus on my research.
Okay.
This way.
Perhaps she's busy. Let me see if I can find Fit.
Yeah, that's a good point.
If they can figure out a way to refine
drag
that
the knife across your wrist,
for its destructive capability.
sideways, and
See,
it's
the rest
have a
no, it's
nice flow of
done.
blood, and I will do the same on mine.
That was kind of where I was getting ahead of.
Maybe you could
That's kind of where I was getting at with that. Yeah,
Hang on.
It's around here to
I'm
break
finally
one.
on the same page.
Before we go into anything,
want you to focus.
out of character, if I hand you a pen and paper, can you write? Because you said you were having problems, you didn't want to talk.
I channel into the blood and try and, if you focus on a destructive...
Hello, John. Things have gotten a little crazy up here. I'm surprised how popular things got.
No, it's fine. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
So,
Thank you.
I know you're studying the ink magic. Is there any way that you can use what you're learning about the ink to tell if an item is... Because with his ink, he can use illusion magic. Is there any way you can tell if an item
I'm
is...
trying to make you not speak. But
if the ink was used. Yes.
This is the first I've heard of it.
He used his ink to.
It's also the first I've heard of it.
Oh, it's actually a pen.
He used the ink to make me think that he gave me the void fungus.
Nothing seems to happen, as the blood is simply resting on the scale.
Hmm. Do you know something? Or just...
Besides...
So he draws forgeries?
Basically, yeah.
I guess.
Awareness of
I see.
magic,
Interesting.
We don't know if his sundial is legitimate. He showed it to me, and both from his expressions and looking at the sundial, it looked legitimate, but he also has one hell of a
interesting
game face. He doesn't reveal anything from his expressions in any way, shape, or form.
I'm not trying to screw up the diet, you know.
Well, I'm certain you will.
I see. Well, I don't know about that, but I have discovered that using that ink, you can kind of tell if something is fey magic or not. Because he seems to the ink seems to drain the kind of glamour out of it.
It's the big building. Okay.
By the way, I've got a head start on something that I think is promising, so...
Good.
Just keep that in mind. Okay. Okay, so that's good. How are things going over here?
So I'm thinking, considering that you could bind your blood and
No
my blood
dice.
and the magic together,
I didn't think so. It seems
perhaps
strange to me.
I should give it a shot with just my magic and blood, because you're Fey. So maybe if I just do it with my own, since I'm not Fey, see if it works from there.
Although the one thing is that the way that it could have worked with the blood specifically was just that I have a proficiency.
So what brings you here, if I might ask?
Oh, thank you.
Oh. You, but I'm wondering if you're just checking in.
Story behind that.
Thank you.
Don't know until we give it a shot.
Take care.
I don't see her here either.
Iona,
Yeah, what's up?
are you able to detect or sense any kind of illusion magic, or tell if someone's using illusion magic?
Of course, I use illusion magic myself all the time. Why?
I'd like you to see if Shin's sundial is real, or if he's using illusion magic to make it look like.
I'm sorry, you want me to go up to Shen and see his sundial and make sure it's real and catch him out that he's possibly faking it so he gets angry at me?
We'll do it discreetly, but would that be something that you would be able to do if we'll have to come up with a plan and to do it discreetly so it's not super obvious.
Yes,
If you wish, I could volunteer myself for another test of him.
No, it's not an attack.
We're not
testing.
fighting.
I need to see through an illusion. I can cast dispel magic, detect magic, etc.
First off, he's a dragon.
I don't need to fight him. I simply need to catch him off guard one time.
Okay, first,
You're not
he's
going
a
to.
dragon.
Oh gods, that is a horrible weapon.
It looks
It's called
scarier.
a sword breaker.
Exactly. It's more for catching a blade than those points don't necessarily. Yeah.
When your opponent swings their blade at you, it will be caught between these spikes, and you would then twist the knife to literally break their blade. Or to
Fair
simply
enough.
rive it from their grasp.
It's much more defensive than the attack weapon.
Okay.
Indeed.
Okay.
But yeah, first off,
but-
it's a dragon. Tough scales. Good luck trying to stab through that. Second,
I could simply stab him in the back of the neck or the eye.
Ah, that would be karma.
You know what? Good luck with that. I am sure that's going to work out extremely well for you. What is your name?
As long as it doesn't interfere with anything we're trying to do. Go on.
Right, what is your name?
Marcellus.
Marcellus. I will make sure that you're properly remembered after you attack him.
I've hunted down entire murderous cults in my homeland. You think one dragon is going to fight me and win?
Yes.
He might get a wound on me, but I'll make sure I don't die.
He's able to kill Fae very easily.
Right. He's able to kill them. I'll let him wound me, and I will escape.
And he's almost
The Fae
killed me
tried to
twice
fight him.
with one shot.
But here in Sundial, I thought we couldn't die.
In the forest.
Well, he keeps coming back here, and if that Sundial is fake and I stab him in the eye, nothing will happen, right?
Or if he's that strong and even if you go for the eye, then maybe it's not this, maybe it is fake, but he is strong enough not to be harmed by it. Dragons are incredibly tough, and usually it takes a lot to kill. A knife to the eye.
Killed one before.
Nonetheless, even though I am pretty afraid of him, I can't always be afraid of him. I'll do it whenever you need me to. Just warn me and back me up.
Just be sure he doesn't catch you.
Well, if we do this, it'll be one of two ways. Either we're going to be discreet and try to sneak it, or we'll just be honest and upfront and we'll tell him, hey, we just want to check your sundial. It's the oldest. We want to compare it with ours. Do you mind if we, investigate it a little bit? And you use your magic, and it's not necessarily a lie. He does have an older sundial. It would be helpful to know if there's any differences between his and ours, especially between generations of towns. It would be helpful to also identify it, to verify maybe what generation he is. Maybe he was from the very beginning, or maybe he's part of the dragons
He
from
was
the
the
third.
one that destroyed the town in the third book.
Well, the book says that the Fae were the ones that actually destroyed the town, so who knows? There seems to be...
Perhaps. You know what? That is actually... We don't really know when he first showed up. All we know is that there was a big event in the third. So, the third iteration is something. Maybe he came in the second iteration. Like, a bunch of you guys, people already here, came in the seventh iteration, or the eighth iteration. And now we're in the ninth iteration of the town, or whatever.
He seems to be on honesty and transparency, so it might be better with the latter, but I want to think about it before we make a decision. I'll let you know.
All right. I will go along. I will do my best to help best I can.
So if this is something that you're not comfortable with, I
No,
have talked to Fizzwick.
I want to do it. Like I said, I can't stay scared of him forever. And slowly he's been more and more around, and I've gotten kind of used to it, but at the same time, he's still the man who shot me, so I'll do it.
All right. If you are comfortable, so I don't want you to stressed or worried about forcing yourself to do it.
I can't be scared forever. I'll be in town.
All right. I hope you enjoy the rest of your night.
Same to you.
Have a pleasant evening.
I know you would go invisible and then follow me and talk to me and make me look like I'm talking to the air and like make me look insane.
Like you are right now? Like you are right now?
That's not proper.
I missed my shot. All right. I'm going to call it a night a little early. Night was, slightly early, like 20 minutes early. Thank you for checking the stream out, and thanks for the clip, because I definitely wanted that clipped, and I didn't want to hunt through the stream, so I appreciate that. So thank you very much. I hope you have a wonderful night.